Where did I save this file now?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do.
Duduwa. PC.
Okay.
I don't know which file is this. Uh,
Ejiro, can you hear me?
yes, I am trying to upload. I can hear you loud
Huh?
and clear. To upload the audio to see if it. Can we all see the?
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so once you are ready, you tell me. Then I will play the audio clips,
Yeah.
the national anthems.
Let's go.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
It's
Oh, no, you have to. We are not live yet. You have to present the program and all that. Do presentation, then introduction. Then before we go with
Okay.
the national anthem.
Is everything all the materials?
sorry.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready to go. Go ahead.
For me, I am ready. Lady Gaga, are you ready?
Ejiro, are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh, there's something in front of my face though on the screen. I can't see. There's a thing on my face. I cannot see myself.
Okay. Let me remove it.
Okay.
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 All right.
It's
Yeah,
fine
that's
now.
better. Yeah, because I couldn't see. I was like, so I was trying to bend around it. I realized, no, I can't. It's on the screen. Okay, go ahead.
Lady Gaga, on your voice.
So are we live now?
Yeah, we're
No,
live. Go, go, go. You
we are
should.
not yet live. Are we live at your side?
I've just pressed it to go live now. Should I stop it?
Okay, so let me go live.
Okay.
We are going live. Over to you, Comrade Bright.
Okay. Okay. So Ejiro, are we live on Facebook now?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay, let's see. Okay, start streaming that as well.
We are live on Facebook and on YouTube.
Okay, so now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Um, I think we are live now. My name is Bright Osai. I'm from Delta State, Biafra land, and we are broadcasting today from the coast. Today we have a very special guest. We'll be having interactions today about the issue with referendum, and we have here the face of Biafra, and we have here uh, a popular Oduduwa TV radio broadcaster, Mr. Ayo Ogudemo. He will be giving some lectures about referendum, but this type of referendum is going to be a little bit uh, what how it concerns the Oduduwa people, the Yoruba nation, how it's considering the fact that we live in a society that is an outlaw, and and, and I mean, I don't like to mention the name Nigeria, which is possible for me not to mention it because I hate it with everything. How fraud that place.
Oh, network.
Aya is having a network issue there. Hello, Comrade Bright, are you there? Hello.
I think it's frozen somewhat.
Yeah, welcome, welcome, my people. Yeah, we're welcoming you. Our moderator is having network issues, so please be patient. He's gonna be back very soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Please help us to
So
share the video.
can we,
Go ahead.
can we hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ayo, before we over to you, I must say thank you much for honoring this invitation to have this program, because when I discussed this idea with my colleague was because in my place, somebody, a grown-up person, told me he don't know what is a referendum. I
Good
was
one.
like trying to explain for him, and so I started thinking probably several people, especially those who live in the villages, don't know what referendum means.
Indeed.
So what if we are able to make the government of the day to come and agree with this issue of referendum with us? How are we sure that our people is going to vote for this vote for their for freedom? Because they don't know what referendum means and they don't actually have any idea how it works. So I thank you very much for coming to the coast.
Thank you.
Over to you, please.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just address that. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good afternoon and welcome to everybody. And I thank you for bringing me on to this broadcast today. One of the things I would like to just say is we are all in this struggle together. My name is Citizen AY, as many people know me. I have been part of the people, the movement, a group of people going forward, speaking truth to power about the need for a referendum, Yoruba nation, and how we can achieve that, using our collective efforts together. So I want to thank Bright and Ejiro and Lady Gaga and all of those for making this possible today, so we can have a discussion about the way forward, particularly on the issue of the interaction and the collective effort that we will need from the point of view of having Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt, and to some extent Amazonians. That's for the run together to achieve this goal. Many of us have been really deceived by the governance that we have. It's a government of lies and frustration and corruption and all that. So what I would like to say to you now, I'll stop at this point. I'll let Brad carry on, but rest assured, I stand shoulder to shoulder with my able brothers and likewise more Middle Beltons to make sure we all exercise our right to self-determination. I'll stop there for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ayo. Good evening. So, Ejiro, the issues here is that apart from the major issue of referendum, we you are a leader and you are the one who set up this coastal region movement that is supporting Biafra with all they've got. So, how do you can you how do you see it if Dudua people, the entire Yoruba nation, Middle Belt, and even Ambazonia people, some of them try to come together to form an idea, an alliance, both in the media and on ground. I need you if you can, you know. Okay, sorry, I just read something now, so I'm very sorry, Jira. I thought we've done that. So, but you can
Yes,
we can introduce ourselves. I already introduced Ayo Ogudemu as a popular Oduduwa TV broadcaster, alongside with several beautiful and handsome Oduduwa people. And then, Ejiro, can you introduce yourself now, please? I don't know. Yeah, you can hear me, I guess.
Yeah, hello, good
So I
morning,
didn't
good
read that
afternoon,
quickly.
good evening, and good night. It depends on your time. Um, this is Ejiro, the face of Biafra. You all know me. I am from Uveli and Urobo speaking Biafran from Delta State, coastal region in Biafra land. Yeah, we welcome you to this broadcast. It's a very special one, a broadcast where you have the Yoruba nation and the Biafra people coming together to discuss issues that have to do with the agitation for Biafra and the Oduduwa nation. We all know that we all have a common goal. Our goal is to separate from Nigeria, the Zoological Republic, a country where people are being killed and nobody cares about what is happening. So the Biafran people and the Oduduwa people have taken their destinies in their hands. So that is why we've come together to educate our people about the word referendum, as our comrade just said. Some of us do not know what a referendum is all about. And our brother here, our senior brother, Citizen AY from the Oduduwa Nation, is here to give a very good lecture so that our people back home will know exactly what we are doing. It is very important to educate the people what a referendum is all about, because you cannot just tell people that we are fighting for freedom through the referendum means, but in fact they don't understand, they don't know what it is. So I think it's a very good program, and I want to thank Comrade Bright for organizing this program. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra, all hail
Thank
Oduduwa Nation. Thank
All
you.
hail, all hail. Yes, yes, absolutely.
you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So yes, sir. Ayo.
No, no, no. You go ahead. Go ahead. Is somebody else coming on board before we? I think you're playing the national anthem or
Yeah, we
something.
still have other people. They should introduce themselves.
We
I
have we have
always
Lady
make sure you
Gaga.
check the private chat, please.
La- Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga, please. Okay, Lady Gaga, please. Can you introduce yourself? If you can hear me, you can help us introduce yourself, Lady Gaga. If Lady Gaga is not there, Mr. David. Mr. David is a very a committed fellow in our coastal region platform. So,
Yes.
Mr. David, can
Hello.
you please
Hello.
open your camera and introduce yourself? Thank you so much. Oh, Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Lady Gaga, you are
Hello.
there, huh?
Hello. Yes. I did hear Adam.
Lady Gaga, if you are there, can you please introduce yourself? If possible,
Hello.
you open your camera because I like to see that those our native disc that you used
Now
to
they
wear
hear
is
me.
really beautiful.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Mm. Can you make you introduce yourself, please?
We can hear you.
Mm. Go ahead.
I'm here.
Ejiro, go ahead. We can hear
We
you.
dey
Go
hear you.
ahead.
You dey hear us?
Uh,
Yeah. Make you carry on. Tell us mm, tell us who you be and where you are calling from, ma. Let's say looks like she has
Technical
network
issues.
issues.
wow. Hello.
Um
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Hear me?
Yeah, we feed hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And
Make you just begin talk. We dey hear you. Introduce yourself, make
my name
we move forward, please.
is Adrian.
Okay. Network. Unfortunately, I don't think there's an. I think she has like a network issue. So, okay. Yeah. Yes, we're here. Yes, we're here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, we're here. Yes. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. 1 minute.
I think. Can you hear me? Okay, they already make it available. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to sort out the volume problem. Sorry. Beg your pardon.
Yeah, that's the national anthem of the Yoruba nation people. Now we are going to play the national anthem of the Biafran people. Stay tuned.
Beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to sort something out. Everything was fine until just now. Okay. Just we're trying to just make sure it works fine. I hope you can hear me.
Over to you, Comrade Bright.
Okay, it's not from this end.
Are you there?
Unmute yourself.
Hello?
Okay, so can we hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh my God.
We can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Bright, we can hear you. Go ahead.
David, can you? Okay, you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
So,
Bright, go ahead.
once again, mm, welcome to this program.
One,
We
two.
know that
One,
the
two.
network is not very good, but
Yeah.
we can manage. We've been having this technical issue for
Oh,
about 30 to 40 minutes now. So please, you can bear with us wherever you are. If you are listening to us, you are welcome to the program. We are broadcasting live from the coastal region coalition television. And today we are going to be having interactions and discussion about our referendum because the time is approaching. Okay, I will forward you something on phone after I finish this talk so that you can use
yeah.
it to you now because it's a stream and I will forward you some few things because but by then you will become the moderator of this program while my network all we are going to be having today. Ayo will be talking what he understands about referendum.
Yeah, there's a problem, obviously. Okay, Ejiro, are you there? I think it's dropped out. So, Ejiro, would you like to take over? Hi, Ejiro. Face of Biafra, are you there? We can't hear anything. 1 minute. Can you all hear me? Hi, Ejiro. Face of Biafra, are you there? Can you hear me, Ejiro? Um, we can't hear you at all. Can you say hello? Can you hear me, Ejiro?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello, can we hear me?
I can. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't know. I think Germany, they really have very poor network.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Our comrades who live
Okay.
there, they are having real issues with their network.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. Now,
Comrade Bright,
can you? Hello. Are you there?
since your
Yes,
network is
Ejiro, I
disturbing,
will,
yeah.
Ejiro, you can moderate. You can moderate this.
Okay. Now.
Okay, that's why I sent something on the private chat. If you can do that then, so that I will, in case
Yeah,
you
I'm doing
Okay.
that. Just continue because the network won't let me. I don't
okay,
know
okay,
what's
okay.
up.
Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Well, my people, we
One, two.
salute you, we greet you people, all ethnic, indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people of Oduduwa Nation, the
Yes.
Middle Belters,
Yeah.
the Hausa people, and the good Fulanis, if they have any good one. But I believe there are some Fulanis who still have conscience, you know. So we have come today to discuss about a referendum. A referendum is a general vote by the electorate, or the citizens. Is a way for them to decide or to choose where they want to rightfully belong. And it also it allows the citizens or the indigenous people through the petition process to decide how they want themselves to be governed. It is in no way like the system, what they do in Nigeria, like the political system where they rig things. A referendum it has to be a fair it has to be carried out in a very fair process, because the people, it is the majority that always win the vote. So like we know in the Biafra restoration, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we must not omit calling his name. Is very, very important for us to tell you people that he is the one that is leading this struggle for the Biafra restoration. We give him that respect. Right now, as we speak, he's in the dungeon in the hands of the Fulani Caliphate. So when he started requesting for the freedom of his people, he put an option. He gave them an option that we are going to fight for our freedom through the means of a referendum, which is a very peaceful and a peaceful way for a people to separate or to decide to disintegrate from another from the entity called Nigeria. So it is recognized by the international communities. It is recognized all over the world that people have the right for self-determination through a referendum means. But as it is, the Fulanis, it seems they do not understand that they are being they are taking so much advantage of the right of the people, fighting against a democracy, fighting against the right for self-determination. They know fully well that we have placed our request as people who want to separate from Nigeria, likewise the Yoruba people, but they are fighting against it. They are behaving as if they do not know the demands of the from the people. So we are here to educate our people, because meanwhile, like our brother Bright rightfully said, that some of our people back home, especially those in the villages, they do not know what it means. Of course, you have to explain to them for you to be able to, for them to understand what a referendum is all about. You cannot just carry out a referendum without the people knowing what it means. Like election, if you tell the people that election is coming, I believe everyone in Nigeria knows what election is all about. They know that they have to get their voters card, and the day of election they are going to choose the candidate. So now is the case of a referendum. It has to do with our freedom. It has to do with us choosing and making a choice. So our brother right here, our big brother, Citizen AY from the Oduduwa Nation, is here to lecture the public, is here to give to teach the people what referendum is truly all about. So our brother, over to you,
Thank you.
Citizen AY. We welcome you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Juru, my sister. Thank you so much. And likewise, I would just like to reiterate was one thing you mentioned there, which is that we support the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. He's done nothing wrong. He's in a dungeon right now. That is totally unacceptable. Likewise, we also at this point take the opportunity to mention the fact that Oloye Sunday Igboho is also in detention in Benin Republic. These
That's
are
true.
these two men. They are both speaking truth to power. They are speaking for their people. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have to do this, because he didn't have to do this. He just went and he spoke. He's speaking up for his people, for people to know that their rights, that their right to the resources in their land, and their right to self-governance is something that is undeniable, that no governance should deny the people. And likewise, Oloye Sunday Igboho, the fact that Oloye Sunday Igboho, the government sent in SSS into the house of a man who did nothing wrong whatsoever. He was only telling the people, please, you have the right to defend yourselves. We're no longer prepared for you to be killing our people and oppressing and suppressing us in our own land. So he's saying we have the right to defend ourselves. So those two men, you can see, they've done nothing wrong. They've broken no laws. They are speaking up for millions, literally millions of long-suffering people of contractual Nigeria, Southerners to be specific, and we support them. We continue to clamor for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We also demand that they allow Oloye Sunday Igboho to go and receive medical care. As I speak, a governor in northern state was seen on a wheelchair going for medical help in a foreign country. But the same thing that they are denied, and that very same opportunity is being denied to Oloye Sunday Igboho. And also we're hearing that Nnamdi Kanu has got medical issues. We don't know if they are dealing with this in the appropriate manner. A government that refuses to provide health care for the people, deny people who speak truth to power, you cannot trust them to take care of the health of Nnamdi Kanu or Oloye Sunday Igboho. So I just wanted to just reiterate that point there. Now, the other thing I want to, and thank you, and I want to greet my brother, my fellow presenters who are here, Ejiro, Bright, Dawud, and the Lady Gaga Ejiro as well. So now let's go into referendum. What is referendum? Let's break it down. Referendum, in the words that you will see, you can go and look at it on Google. And it says here, a referendum, plural, referendums, or less commonly referenda, is a direct vote by the electorate on a particular proposal or issue. This is in contrast to an issue being voted on by a representative. That means that you yourself have the power individually to vote on that issue, and that is where self-determination comes in. Now, it can have nationwide or local forms. This may result in the adoption of a new policy or specific law. So now this is what is really, really important. What is currently happening now in continental Nigeria is that people who, via the fraudulent constitution, have been appointed. They haven't, in fact, they've been selected. It's even worse. They've been selected to speak on behalf of millions of Southerners via a fraudulent process called the election. That fraudulent election that has taken place. Those people are speaking for those who have the right to go for referendum. We need to remove those people from that process. The people's voices must be heard. Let's go back again. If it says here, this is in contrast to an issue being voted on by a representative. Individuals, that is you, me, a village woman, a village man, a man in the city, living in a small town, your vote counts. What is currently happening now is that we have never been allowed to have a referendum on the Constitution. The Constitution that has been used to impose a fraud on us all. I'll go straight to the point. I'm just going to make this quickly short. I'm going to make a little point here. Now, the Constitution, they used it as a way to impose the 68 exclusive items on us. Now, within that 68 exclusive items, there is one area I want you to really focus on, and it's item number 39. I don't know if I can't show you on the screen because I haven't got access to it, but I'll talk about it. It's about mining, it's about oil refining, oil, gas, and all of these things. The government of the day have given themselves the power to sit on and control those resources from the center, from Abuja. So if you are in Umahia, if you are in Ogun State, if you are whatever you are, whatever resource you have beneath your feet, it is no longer yours. The fraudulent constitution took it to the center, and they have not provided you any benefit whatsoever by doing so. They are denying and oppressing and suppressing you. You don't have access to your resources. Now, to be able to make a change to that particular situation, what you need to know is to go back to the meaning of referendum. Referendum is a direct vote by the electorate on a particular proposal or issue. issue. Now, what that means is since June 12, 1993, that was the date in which both Northerners and Southerners voted for MK Abiola. That has been the freest elections ever in contraption Nigeria. Since that date, any process after that has been and remains a fraud. Now, what the referendum is going to do is to, for the first time, allow people to do the, I'm going to say those words again, to allow the people to have a direct vote via a referendum to decide if they want to remain within contraption Nigeria or if they want to go their separate ways. Because as it currently stands, the fraudulent constitution has been used, again, remember, like I said, has been used to oppress and suppress us, to deny us access to our own resources. And that has meant that generations of citizens have suffered. Over 22 years since the imposition of that fraudulent constitution, we have been slaves in our own land. I'm talking about Middle Beltans, Igbos, Yorubas, all of us in that contraption in the south, particularly. Now the Northerners, some of them have they are oppressing their own. That's fine. That's what they want to do. But what we need to be very clear about is that to date we have been denied access to resources that could have improved our lives, and that is why the referendum is the only way to go. A referendum means that every village person, man, woman, young, old, over the voting age of 18, will have the right to decide if they want to remain in contraption Nigeria or if they want to go based on how they have been treated. So I'm going to stop there for now. I hope that makes some sense. The referendum really is about your own individual right to vote. The power to decide for yourself if you want to make a change and break away from contraption Nigeria. You're not leaving it in the hand of a representative who at best is selected. At best, it is not an election. The cleanest and freest and fairest elections we had in contraption Nigeria has been and remains till date the June 12, 1993 elections. Anything else after that is a fraud. I'm going to stop there for now. Thank you very much. We can't hear you. You have to unmute.
Oh, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I was muted. Thank you very, very much, my comrade from Oduduwa Nation, for that wonderful explanation. I believe our people out there have listened to you and they know exactly what it means. Now it is left for them to start preparing their minds on how we go about the referendum issues. There are some other questions that we would like to ask you, but first let me go to Comrade Bright. Based on what our brother just said, do you have anything more to add to it, as in what a referendum is all about, please? Thank you. Comrade Bright, are you there?
Can you? Yeah.
Hello.
Comrade Bright, can you hear us? Can you unmute? Hit the unmute button. Oh, sorry.
Comrade Bright, can you hear me?
Oh, he's
God.
gone. He's off again. Unfortunately, the network is a problem.
Lady Gaga, can you hear me?
Network issues. Okay. Now, let me ask Ejiru. Let me ask you a question. How do people? I know it's a question that what would you like to say? Have you got more to add to this? So what's the coming back? How do you see the issue of the referendum as well? What do you think is the way forward?
I think a referendum is.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, but just hold on, please, Comrade Bright.
Yes, go ahead, Ejiru.
I think is the best way, like it is known all over the world, is the best way, a very fair way for the people to truly decide without being violent. It's a non-violent method for the people to seek for their freedom. But as it is, we can see that the Nigerian government is they are behaving as if they don't know the demands of the people. As far as we are concerned, we are a very peace-loving people. We are a people who knows what life is all about. Life we value life so much. That is why we are trying to apply the normal method. I mean the method that is legal all over the world. It is not legal to fight war to gain your freedom. But I think we can fight war if the need be. But for us, as far as we are concerned, the legal way to get your freedom is for you to decide to choose either to stay or to reject, not to stay, not to go. So now we are asking for a referendum. We believe it is the best way for everybody that is trapped in that contraption, the Biafran people and the Oduduwa people, to decide. It is a very welcome idea. The reason why the government is ignoring it, I believe that there is a reason for that. Of course, we all know, but they don't have choice, because they have to respect the rule of law. They have to respect the right of the people to accept the demand of the people for a referendum. So I think it's a very important topic that we need to continue to teach, to educate our people about it. And thank you very much. So that is what I have to say
Okay,
on that.
brilliant,
Thank you.
brilliant. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, as you please do permit us and understand that the network issues is causing things to go, so we will come in and out. So please try and try and accept it as it is. And these are the kind of things we will hopefully try and address in going forward in when we get our individual nations. Bright, I believe. Okay, go ahead, Bright. Ejiro, I'll pass it over to you. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. We are coordinating together.
Yeah.
Comrade Bright, you can go ahead. We are still on the issue of the referendum. If
Okay.
you can briefly tell us what you think about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Ejiro, and thank you, Ayo. And we want to thank you for what you've been doing for Ududua people. How you've been broadcasting and sending your message, saying, talking truth to power, and then you have helped to reorient a lot of people, including myself. And then I want to say a very big thank you to that. Then for
Thank
our
you.
people back home, I need this message to get to you. That is actually why this program is being conveyed. And this program is trying to tell you that there is a way that you, as a people, you have a very huge power than the government. That every power that the government represent today is being given to them by you. You are the one who voted them into power. So they are your servant. They are not your God. In short, they are not just a decision maker. They have to even pass through you to make some certain decision. That is what referendum does. Referendum gives you the right to even help approve some certain laws that will work for your best interest. Referendum helps you to have a choice to decide how your future wants to be like. To the Biafran people and to the Oduduwa people today, referendum is going to offer us a chance to decide legally with the government whether we want to be part of the fraudulent organization that you call Nigeria today, or whether we should part ways and go for our own Oduduwa nation and go for our own Biafran nation, Biafran Republic. So this is the chance that this referendum is going to give us. And for the fact that why people are very very reluctant and very redundant, people show lackadaisical attitudes to issues like this is because they are not aware. They don't know. Even a lot of us don't know the creation of Nigeria. The creation of that country you call Nigeria was done by the slaughter of our ancestors. The blood of
Exactly.
our ancestors were spilled everywhere before they created that country. That country was created by the people who created it so that they can catch Africa and make away with all they had stolen that very time. So today, the future of Africa is in your hands. The future of your life, of your new unborn children are in your hands. We don't want to have to we don't want to have to give birth to people who are going to become refugees tomorrow. In your own country, you are running to a refugee, they are building a refugee camp. Instead of these people to build housing, instead of them to build hospitals, provide water, food, and medicine, they are
So our
building
people need
refugee
to,
camps.
those of
Indigenous people are now living in a refugee camp. That is not the future.
right?
So
Where are
referendum is
our
going to give
radio
us a
messages?
chance to make this decision whether we want to continue with Nigeria or we want to go for Biafra or
It's
we want to
about,
go for
it's
Oduduwa.
about,
And I want to tell you people, those of you of us who are saying Igbo is this, Biafra is this, coastal region is this, Yoruba is this. No, we are one family, and we will continue to fight side by side by our Oduduwa brothers. They are very committed. They
right?
are
So
very
where
committed.
are our
They are very current. They are good people. Igbo people are very good people. They are very nice people. Anybody telling you any different, that person is an agent of this fraudulent, damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria that wants you to be a slave in your own land. You can never remain a slave in your own land. Me, I don't want to be a slave in my own land. Referendum is an approved public vote where people, human beings, take the decision on how their life is going to be like. Let me stop here, Ejiro. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Bright, for that wonderful contribution. Comrade David, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, the question goes to you. What is a referendum to you? Can you please tell our people what you think a referendum is? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, fellow Biafrans and the Oduduwa Republic. I'm very delighted to be in your midst once again. It baffles me in the zoo called Nigeria when it is time that we are seeking for referendum and they are not paying attention. They rather killed us in doing so. And then it is a very, very difficult situation for our people in the zoo to understand the meaning of referendum because they have not been educated on it. But we are here to educate them and make them know the need for referendum in the struggle. Yes, the referendum means the right to vote and then choose where we belong. We need referendum so that we can decide on where we rightfully belong. A referendum in the aspect of voting. It is like voting. When you have referendum, it means you are voting and then you choose either you belong to Biafra or the zoo called Nigeria or maybe Oduduwa. Even Arewa could even have their own chance to vote themselves in or out of where they think it is not necessary for them to belong. But it is a right for self-determination. Referendum is a right for self-determination. It is a right that is being enshrined in UN Charter. It is the right for people to choose where they belong. But unfortunately, the zoo deprive us from on the knowledge of referendum. They deprive our people from the making choice of their belongings. So it is the situation that has been a weighted one because we've been waiting for this to be clarified, this aspect of referendum to be clarified so that our people can wake up and support it in masses. But I know the media here is not helping matters at all because the media is supposed to educate our people and then make them understand the need for referendum. Just like when Jonathan did Nigerian centenary. Yeah, and he called a national conference. Yes, and that was the step that referendum would have supposed to be taken at the point they stopped Jonathan, and then everything was frustrated. But now, since they have they removed Jonathan from power after he might have won the election. They removed him and brought President Muhammadu Buhari fraudulently. So that is why we, the Biafrans, we could not stand the chance we could not bear the situation, and because of the killings at hand, they killed our people in masses. That is why we come up with an idea of referendum that is the right for our people to choose their belonging, where they truly belong. Because Nigeria, as you see, can see it's not for us. It is not for our own good interest. It is for the interest of the cabals, the Fulanis in particular. And they use this opportunity, they use this chance, our people, they meant us every time they wishes. So that is the reason why our people are crying out for referendum. And we need to make use of referendum so that it will not cause chaos, it will not cause war.
He has a
Network
very
issue.
poor.
Yeah, network issue.
He
I
has
can
a
see that.
network issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, let us go to the next question. Our brother citizen AY, we want to ask you another question. And I have a video to play just after you treat this particular question.
Okay.
How now talking about a referendum and the people back home who do not understand or know what it means, and you of course you have explained it to them and likewise other comrades in the house. Are you back?
I think he's
Yeah,
okay. He's
we're
back
here.
now. He's back.
Okay, just round up.
Yeah. Okay. Round up.
Okay. So what I was trying to say is that a referendum is the right for our people to determine, to choose where they belong, not by war. The call for referendum is not a call for war. The call for referendum is not a call for genocide. A call for referendum is the right that is enshrined in African Charter and the UN Charter, even in the zoo. Their constitution accepted referendum, and then we need to make use of it so that it will not cause chaos, it will not cause war at this time for division. So instead of we to go to war with guns and bullets, we rather have to have referendum. We need to have referendum so that it will be peaceful. The desegregation of the zoo called Nigeria, the peaceful separation must have to take place by referendum. That is what referendum is all about. It is by peaceful coexistence of separation. That is why we need a referendum. Thank you for the understandings.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you so much for that wonderful one. Comrade Lady Gaga, are you there? Ejiro, Lady Gaga, are you there? Okay, she's not there. So the next question goes to our brother, comrade AY, citizen AY. You all know him. He's a Yoruba activist, very good one, and very popular man, well respected.
Oh,
So
thank you.
we are very happy to have him here. So
Thank
we
you.
have this question for you, our
Yes.
brother. How can we get this message of a referendum to the people living in the village? We know that in the village, some people don't even have access to internet. They don't even have a Android phone and iPhone and all those. So some of them, they don't even have ordinary phone, the normal phone, just to communicate with them. So how do we get this message across to these people? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, there's a combination of things that we need to really do. Our radio stations at home, local radio station, they're gonna have to get involved in this. People, because sometimes people can only hear radio, like you said, they would only have a transistor radio or something like that. So we need to find a way whereby our message will reach those via that. That's one way. Another way is small video clips talking about referendum. And particularly, let me also add, the the message about referendum has to be in our local languages. So we translate what referendum means, into our local languages, and then we do small videos or small WhatsApp messages. That's what I would suggest, and talk about the referendum and encourage people who, the youth are powerful. And they can play a role in this. They can be the fastest way to get the message across. Yet we know that there's issue in terms of data. We understand that. But when you send a message to somebody, even if it's like a 5 minute message, that is enough. That is powerful in itself. that the people can go, okay, oh, I know what you mean, and begin to draw them in into what is going to benefit them. So I think it's two things we need to do. Our local radios, I know the government are going to restrict it, but they need to talk about referendum. Referendum is something that is, it's not, it's a right, and it's not like you're telling them to go take up arms. You're saying they need to use their right to self-determination to determine their future. So I think that's probably what we need to look at. Secondly, the idea of chopping having the messages in our local language, and then we'll have people who are going to be local champions, in the small villages, to talk, going into homes and churches and mosques and all of these places, and actually getting our message there. Because guess what, the mosque, they will not talk about referendum. The churches, they will not talk about referendum. But that is what the people need. That is what we need, to go into these places with that message. And we need to, of course, the language we use. Yes, we support, God and everything else that you're saying, but God needs you to take the action yourself. You need to sign up to this action to free yourself. We have everything. Look, let me put it this way: we are so blessed in that place. We have over 40 mineral resources in that contraption. And our people have been led to believe that all they have to do is pray and everything will be okay. We've been praying for over 22 years or 60 years. Nothing has changed. That is why they need to go into the churches, into the mosque, into everywhere that there are people. We need to start talking about referendum. And also, finally, the language that we use to talk about referendum must be a language you have to cut it in a language that is simple to understand, even when we translate it to our local languages. Because that, I think, that's where we can make the change. When people understand that, this is your right in your own language. You don't need English. They can carry that message, because there's two things we need them to do. One, to know what the message is. Two, to carry the message on. And by having it in our own language, that is how that message will go right across, and nobody can stop it. So I hope that makes sense. I mean, that's just a suggestion, but others can also come up with more. Thank you very much. Thanks,
Of
Adrian.
course, of course. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, you're very right. Because a lot of people who live in the villages, like our grandpa, grandma, some of them they do not understand even the pidgin English. So if you want to communicate with them and you want them to get the message, you talk to them in the local dialect. I think they will even appreciate that. So thank you. That is a very good one, and I hope that we're going to implement all this in the nearest future, very, very soon, by the grace of God.
Okay.
Now over to you, Comrade Bright. What do you have to say as per the how do we spread this message? Our brother just told us, gave us some very valid good points. So what do you have to add to this? Thank you.
Well, before I go to my point, I like to rehearse that one he said, because he said that we should try to translate this movement of referendum into the local languages, and then create some kind of podcast, and then create little clips, video clips, and ensure that these clips, and use our people to make sure, especially the youths, to make sure that this informations gets to these villages, especially by getting to the churches, probably relating with the pastors, or with these religious leaders. And also we can also make these things available in community town hall meetings in the villages and all that. I think this is the best way for our people being presented with something. But I think that if Oduduwa Radio, Oduduwa TV has a transmitter, and these transmitters can get to different regions in Oduduwa land, and if Biafran can still, IPOP can provide transmitter or to generate a means of probably long wave wiring voice this thing, to make sure that we transmit and wire the informations to get to the villages, the local villages, because sometimes networks are hard there. There is no, I mean, what these people did to us, what they did to us is unspeakable. Do you know that in some villages there are no lights, there are no network, there are no hospital. Even the hospital that exists there, you as a human being will not like to step your foot there. I mean, these people finished us. They finished us. If you, some people, if they had not left, I mean, live where they were before, they wouldn't know that there is another kind of life elsewhere. They will think that what living there is the life that human beings should live. So when you are talking like this, they look at it as if you are making noise or you are trying to incite violence. We are trying to make the life of our people better. And that is why we will continue to do this. This message, wherever you are that is listening to us today, this message must get to you. You need to know the importance of referendum to your life and your family. If you must know, these terrorists that call themselves politicians and in government of the fraudulent organization of the damnable zoological republic of Nigeria, they are destroying us. They are destroying you and I. You do not deserve to live like that. You deserve to live a better life. You deserve to have light 24 hours. You deserve to have water. You deserve to have medicine. I mean, I have been to many villages in those states. Some of my cousins, they will never step their foot there. They don't like to go to those villages. They don't. I mean, if you see the way people live in these areas, you'll be wondering if oh my God. So this is the reason why we have to. I agree with your suggestion is very very nice and very simple. We can make podcasts. We can make small video clips with native with our local dialects and make sure that there are churches everywhere now. They have made our people to believe that the only way you can solve your problem is go to the church and preach and pray, and then everything will be fine. That is not true, but we can use these religious leaders to get this information across, and also use community leaders, village heads, youth leaders to get our information to these people. There are still many of them that know about our movement and they want to get involved. We can brainstorm and share idea on how to get these people involved and get these messages. When our people get this message in full, the zoo is gone. I'm telling you. Thank you, Ejiro.
Thank you so much, comrades Bright. There is a caller on the line. He said he has something to contribute, so I'm going to allow him before we move to the next question. Caller, you can go on, please.
Oh, good morning, lovers of freedom fighters. Good morning, everyone. Greetings from here. I love you all. I have something
Good
to
morning.
contribute here.
Good morning, my brother.
For me, the understanding I have here about the referendum, it means charity beginning at home. That is referendum. Now, the problem we are facing here, especially with the Biafrans, the problem we are facing here, we cause it by ourselves. If the everything, because it's not even the Nigerian government that is calling us. I see that we are the one who own ourselves of every single things we are passing through today. And in everything, one body but different branches. Everybody has their own work to do. And everything about anything that will make us to be okay, they have already established it right from the day of the one, right from the days of old. We, the Biafrans, especially let me use my own personal place. Why am I saying this? I need to talk to A0 because A0, and for this time particularly, A0 has a lot of role to play. Why I said A0 has a lot of role to play, A0 need to wake up his own people. First and foremost, charity beginning at home. That is why Martin Nalikano tell you, referendum is going to start from the villages. The village, the only thing we normally do, we normally take people and go and bury from the village. The eyes of Biafra is from the village. The people you look down on before, when you think that they are not existing, those are the people we start from. First and foremost, why A0 is going to start from now. Before Nigeria, our forefathers, they have already arranged their own self. We are people who do trade by barter. Do you know why we live together, the different languages? The thing that make each person to know where he is from is your language. It's the kingdom. One body but different branches, different kingdom. It's the kingdom who will come outside to speak for the people. Every people, both Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Ujemi, all the old language, all the old tribe people, they have fixed everything. But the way they fix it, because of Nigerian government, they misuse the use of how we supposed to clean ourselves out. Now, I want to remind Ejiro one thing. The place Ejiro will pressure first. Ejiro has a place to pressure. Ejiro has opportunity. Ejiro is number 5 in Nigerian language. But you look at Ejiro and his family. Ejiro is more older than Nigeria. If I'm not talking here, Ejiro has a problem that we are facing here. We call UPU. UPU is an organization of 19 years. It's not a form that UPU. UPU is supposed to be the mouthpiece of the Yoruba nation. UPU is supposed to be that support. You see that it's not working in Warri. UPU signation is more stronger than any other signation in that place. If you never know, I just want to remind you. I can tell you, Ejiro,
Is
a
that
lot of
Urobo
history.
Progressive Union? You know,
Yes,
Urobo
Yes.
Progressive Union. Yes.
you understand? So the problem, the signature that Yoruba Progressive Union is doing is the voice of the youth, and it was formed from outside to stand for the youth to create every activities of the Yoruba nation. What make UPU three nations combine together to form the Yoruba kingdom? You understand? But it's only UPU can bring those three nations together. Me, the Urobo, the Isoko, and the Ijeri. We have a language we call they speak, they call Busheri. Those people, they are honest people. In their part, they are the tigers. They are the people who live with the Ijaw. We the Urobo and Ijaw, we are the honest people in Delta State. I'm sorry for not just saying, we need to start charity from home. If Ejiro cannot disturb UPU to do the needful, UPU, they begin to dance, they call themselves as the Urubu, and whether now Urubu Agricultural Center, they begin to dance, a nation begin to dance. Tell me, if you are fighting for Biafra, and if UPU senior Nigeria, UPU enter Nigeria with that kind of character. If you don't clear the mess of this UPU, if you look for referendum from inside this mess, with the UPU, if UPU don't sign this game, every youth must come out and worry UPU. Organization for 19 years. Organization that seen in Nigeria, they don't have lights. In Delta State, they ration light from one particular place to another. They cannot stand. In Delta State, those Orobo kings, UPU is the mouthpiece to speak to the Orobo. You don't just come and sue Orobo king anyhow like that there. Because of UPU is useless, that is why we are outside useless. We will useless ourselves. That is why you see the coastal region cannot speak as just much like that. If you think that how we want to do, Urobo is a very powerful language in that place. Urobo has a lot of contribution to contribute. But if Urobo youth cannot get up and press UPU down and let them locate, because in Urobo, UPU they have that on. In each ethnic language, they have the people who control them. It's time every citizen, the indigenous people of Biafran, to stand from their village. We should
Thank
stand
you.
for ourselves.
Thank you very much, comrade. Thank you. I get your message. May God bless you.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. We go discuss. We'll discuss about our robo issue. No worry. This one a general topic we dey treat. I agree with you. Not truth. I agree with you. We will work on our people. No worry.
May
Thank you.
may I chip in there? May I chip in there? I can see there's two things I would like to say about my brother there, if it's okay for you guys to for me to just quickly chip in. There's two things I will say about my brother there. I like his passion. He's committed to achieving what we all want, which is this determination. Now he's talking about charity begins from home. I understand that as well. But that charity has to the arrowhead of that charity has to be the need to, even in that. That's why I talk about local languages. So talking to people in Yoruba language and saying, look, your best option to get this freedom, that you to get our self-determination, is for you to be part of the struggle for your people to have a voice via that referendum. When you vote collectively in Urubu village, in Urubota kingdom, or Benin, when you vote and you say we are going, that is a powerful thing that no one can reject. So I think we're saying the same thing. Me
The same
we're
thing,
saying the same
exactly.
thing. But it's important that we do not. One of the issues that I've realized is that when they give you names, UPU, this, that one, it's all a distraction. Because when you will focus on that name and who is in it and all that, and you will forget the end game, which is for all of us collectively to free ourselves from contraption Nigeria. That must be our goal. Contraption Nigeria was not created by our ancestors, like Bright said. Contraption Nigeria was built on the blood of our own ancestors. Our ancestors were killed. They were literally killed. And those, I mean, look at the king of Benin Kingdom in 1897. When he said no, they deposed him, they destroyed his kingdom. They took £2 million, £2 million worth of elephant tusk, plus countless artifacts. And it is in British Museum today. And they are benefiting from that till date. So, and there are other people, there are other kingdoms that said, oh, no, okay, but rather than be killed, I will take over, I will give whatever name you want me to call us, call myself, I will do it. So, what it is very, very important for us that we understand that anybody supporting Nigeria, if you're supporting, if you as a southerner are supporting Nigeria, you are supporting the desecration of your own ancestors. It is as simple as that. I don't. There is no other way to look at it. If you are supporting contraption Nigeria, you are supporting the desecration of your own ancestors. In the UK, in Europe, they celebrate every year. They want you to remember the sacrifice of their ancestors. So why can't we remember the sufferings, the sacrifices of our own ancestors? Why? Tell me why we shouldn't do that as a Yoruba man, as an Igbo man, as a Middle Beltan. Why shouldn't you, as an Yoruba, as a Benin? Why shouldn't you? You need to. That you see, if you do not, if we for too long we've allowed others to impose their version of identity on us, and it is time we reclaim our own identity. So what I am saying, most of all in all of this, to my brother and to others who are listening, it is very important. The message about the referendum is our collective voice speaking on an issue, that is affecting our lives daily. Bright mentioned earlier on, and I mentioned no healthcare. In the villages, there's no healthcare. There's no road. There is no light. There is no school. All of these things have been denied. And in those places, here's another thing I want you to bear in mind. In many of those, in virtually all our towns and villages and cities and small towns and hamlets, we have resources. We have resources. Our people they've been disconnected psychologically from the fact that those resources are theirs, and they need to benefit from that. How can you have a place where there's oil in Lower Niger? There's oil, not Lower Niger, in the south, whatever you want to call that area. You know where the oil region, the coastal region. Sorry, yes. So how can you explain the fact that the oil companies, Shell and everything else, they come to those places, they take the oil, and the people to whom the resources belongs are suffering, and you tell them to believe in one Nigeria? Tell me how. I'd like to just know. What justification is there? The people that should benefit the most are the people who are born there. They should get the most benefit from the resources beneath their feet. Nigeria has stripped them, literally stripped them of their right to benefit from the resources that is beneath their feet. That is why each and every one of us must be screaming and talking up and be relentless about this. It needs to be a collective effort from town to village to city, every single one of us. Because you see, our collective power, when we stand together, Nigeria is gone. And they know it. That is why they are doing everything they can to prevent us from speaking up for and encouraging others to go for this referendum. Referendum is a very important tool, and we must work towards that. I'm going to stop now because there's other things that will come up, we'll discuss later on. But I just want to just reiterate those points so that we don't deviate from what we're talking about earlier on. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Comrade, for that clarification, for clearing the air. There's something that the caller said. He said the government, the federal government, is not holding us. And for me, I would like us to touch it a little bit. How is it that the federal government is not holding us when a referendum is a fundamental right and we have already demanded for it, and the government is behaving as if they are, even if you take a very good look at the way whenever they are talking on this mainstream medias, they hardly talk about the Oduduwa people exiting Nigeria.
No.
They focalize on the Biafra as if the Oduduwas are not agitating, but everybody knows that Oduduwa is agitating. So what is the government, and why is it that the government is avoiding? As far as I am concerned, I disagree with our caller for saying that the government is not holding us. If the government is not holding us, they should permit us to run a referendum because it is a right. So, my comrade, what do you have to say about this, please?
Well, thank you very much for that very important question. The way what he said there, I totally disagree with. I'm with you 100%, Ejiro. One of the things that we have to be very, very clear about. Bright, 1 second. Let me just quickly. Bright, can you hear me? Hello, Bright. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just going to just answer the question quickly. So, look, I want you all. Here's something that I want you all to know, and maybe you might be aware of it, but I'm going to reiterate it. We don't have a constitution. That is very important to understand. What we have is a promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. What that means is that none of us, none of our generation signed up. Okay, none of our generation signed up. None of our generation signed up to this constitution, this fraud. It is a fraud. And what is more, I'll keep reiterating it. The 68 exclusive items within that constitution, page 75 of that 1999 fraudulent constitution, the exclusive items are designed to enslave and to strip us. It is time. The time has come for us to collectively stand together and reclaim what is ours. Any company can come and do to mine oil and all of that from our land, but the benefit from that has to benefit our people. What has been happening is that those resources has been denied. We've been denied direct access to it. One more thing, have you got enough time? Can I just add one more thing quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, so my brother, to speak directly to what you said about the government is not holding us. The government is holding us. Please, I would implore my brother. Let me show you, if I can show. You might not be able to see it because we're not on Zoom. There is a page. Go to page 75 of the Nigerian Constitution. I'd like him to go to page 75 of the Nigerian Constitution. I'll show you to others who are here. Those who are on my platform, and you'll see it, but you might not be able to see it. Page 75. It talks about the 68 exclusive legislative list. Now, page number 39 on that talks about mines, minerals, including oil fields, oil mining, geological surveys, and natural gas. All of those things. So if you are a man in a village and you have those resources, the government has taken away your access to those resources. They denied you access to it. And it's the same government that is not going to give you road. It won't give you light. It won't give you water. Won't give you schools. Won't give you bridges. No safety. But the resource that you could use to improve your life, they sat on it. That is why we are
Exactly.
telling everybody, you owe it to the coming generation. Like Bryce said, we owe it to the coming generation to speak, because we cannot allow the next generation to be in this kind of under this kind of injustice any longer. Now is the time for us to collectively speak up. Referendum is the solution, and we need to continue to speak about that. If it means that we have to take legal action to ensure that referendum takes place, so be it. We're not advocating for war. We're not talking about war. We're not talking about taking arms. But we're saying that the government of the day that is supposed to serve the people, the term government of the people, by the people, for the people, it is not relevant when it comes to contract in Nigeria. Government of the rich, for the rich, by the rich. That is it. That is it.
That
That
is
is
it.
it. And that is where we have to come in. Our people, again, one more thing I would add. We have, in the whole of Nigeria, we have over 40 mineral resources. The mining of those resources only forms 0.3% of our GDP. 0.3%. What that means is that the millions of people that could have been getting jobs by mining some of it, even if we just did 15% of our overall mineral resources, we will create millions of jobs for our people.
Jobs.
Millions
That's
of
true.
jobs right there. But you will never hear any presidential candidate mention what I'm saying, because they don't want to go there. They just want to
Yeah.
sit on the oil and oppress you. We have resources. Look, in Nigeria, we have bitumen for roads. We have gas reserve that's one of the largest in the world. We have gold. We have commercial value gold, commercial enterprise gold that you can mine. And in fact, you know what is circling about it? Instead of our people being employed to go and mine those gold, they will bring foreigners in to mine it and impoverish
Illegally.
our own people. And you tell us to believe in one Nigeria. I beg, wake up.
No.
Please,
It's
wake up.
no go
Wake
area.
up. So I want us all to understand that. And another thing I would add to it, the reason I'm talking about the resources is that when we have access to those resources, that equates to wealth. We are wealthy people already, but we have been so psychologically programmed to believe that we are poor that we don't even think about the fact that access to those resources equates to wealth, which we can use to improve our communities, because the government of the day is not improving our communities with all the wealth that we have. They were importing bitumen from Italy 2018, $2 million worth of bitumen, and we have it in Ogun State, we have it in Osun State, we have it in Ondo State. Why are you importing what we have? Why? Iron ore in Kogi is 12 billion tons. 12 billion tons of iron ore in Ogun State. But when they want to make car parts, guess what? We go and import it. What kind of nonsense is that? And you tell me to believe it? I'm just, let me just stop. Let me
Yeah, you
just.
can go on and on and on. Thank you
I'll,
so
I'll,
much.
I'll back off a bit. Let's stop there. But you get the picture.
Thanks for it.
So Nigeria is denying us our right to our own resources. Contract in Nigeria is a fraud, and we must not allow it to stand anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. Lady Gaga, are you there now?
Oh, I could hear her, but I think she's gone again.
Lady Gaga, I can see she's there and she has a very good network now.
Yeah, it looks like it's stable.
Ejiro, can you hear me?
I did your
Okay, so make you contribute for this matter wey we dey talk, this referendum, we dey capitalize on her, we dey campaign on her,
I'm
we
hearing
want
you.
our people. Huh? You dey hear me? Wow.
Oh, it comes and goes. I'm afraid. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let us continue. There is a video I want to play now. This
Yes.
video, I think it was last week, if I'm not mistaken. They did
I
this
did
video.
hear. I'm hearing.
Okay.
Okay, but when you are not responding, then I cannot know if you are hearing. Okay, can you touch this topic a little bit? Wetin referendum mean to you? And how you feel say we go fit spread the message to our people back home? Thank you.
I'm hearing you. I don't know why you guys are not hearing.
Okay, speak. You okay? Talk, my sister. I beg, talk. Just say what you want to say. Hopefully, make it, we could hear you. Talk small, my sister, beg. Ejiro, my sister, we dey hear you. I bet me talk. Oh, we won't hear you well, well. We don't dey wait.
That
And
means we know the hear her.
and a
Good
network.
morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Hey, good evening. Yeah, carry on.
Welcome.
Na network.
We don't come again. Oh, we keep waiting to sleep. Ahead. Okay.
Yeah, carry on, carry on, carry on. Na
Wow,
network. I
How
bet.
come Europe
Okay,
network is disturbing like this? It's crazy.
Eh,
let me greet our chairman. Chairman in the house, brother Ayo. I'm very pleased to zoom
Ay,
in
ay, 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 ay.
this
na
program.
network. Oh.
You
Now for which side it is for yonder? Which
Hey,
side?
Jiro, you know what? Call me on
are
WhatsApp to
very
contribute.
welcome once again.
Call us on
As we
WhatsApp.
dey
Your
do
network is
this,
too poor.
Ah.
people wey we dey shout for na people wey dey hungry. So
Mm-hmm.
if English
I think she should do her contribution through the WhatsApp call.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
call you.
afraid the network is not allowing. Do apologize.
for we don get wey
Ah, sorry. Oh.
e no see dey again.
It's we not feel hear you well, my sister. The network is giving us a problem. Can you go? Can you call via WhatsApp? Go via WhatsApp. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I'm calling her.
okay, if you can talk via WhatsApp, then we can hear you uninterrupted. I do apologize. Okay, yeah, try that now. Hopefully, you can get through. So now, whilst we are doing this, Bright, you wanted to say something? Go ahead, my brother. If you can chip in, Bright, can you hear us? Bright, press your on mute, Bright. Bright, on mute. Bright. Oh, no, it's not quite
Hey,
working.
Jiro, please you can contribute via WhatsApp. Your network is poor. We cannot even hear what you are saying. So you can contribute from here. We are listening. We are listening now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Una sorry, una sorry. I don't dey up today. Eh?
Go ahead.
Continue.
Go ahead. We did hear you.
Okay. So na the next one. Okay, according to I dey talk before. I say we don't complain o. Abeg o, make una share the video. Our topic wey we dey talk today be say na referendum. Referendum mean say make individual sit down vote for who you wan follow. Who you wan follow. If na Nigeria na you wan follow, you follow Nigeria. If na Biafra na you wan follow, you follow Biafra. If na Omo Oduduwa na you wan follow, you follow Omo Oduduwa. Because first of all, we go think am be say dis referendum wetin e mean na for you to decide your choice. No be say person go come dey tell you say wetin all those people dey talk dey by force person dey do the thing. No, this one no be by force person like as Nigeria be wey dey by force person dey do something. So referendum mean say dem no dey by force you. No be say one person go sit down for here go say na him be chief or na him be senator or na him be governor or na him be oba. You go dey tell you say this one na wetin you wan do. No, referendum mean say you go decide first person like as Nigeria be wey. If you wan become salam aleikum wey be say na him be Nigeria, you are very free. But if you know say you no wan become salam aleikum, get
vote who for Nigeria, say you wan remain for Nigeria, your two wrapper go comot. Na Jana you go dey wear. Puluku na you go dey wear. Puluku. After you wear puluku finish, you go sit wrap your head that. As we dey talk as well, the thing dey sweet o. But na real wetin these people dey fight for na this. And make we dey come out, say come explain things for una so that make una understand say look why we dey shout for this Biafra, look why we dey shout for this Omo Oduduwa, look why we dey shout every time. We dey shout this Omo Oduduwa with Omo Biafra in the sense that make you know where you go belong. Because as Urobopesi, as Ijo, as Isoko, as Okpe, as Rivers, as Igbo, what you know as Igodomigodo, as Isoko, all of them join together what they call Biafra. As you understand, when we understand, we say we for that side, now Christian, now we be. We Christian with our tradition. When we say we were to go, because they call our prayer and the rest. But if you don't go join, if you don't go vote, who for Nigeria, you know because they carry your Bible again, your prayer that you know because they turn again, you know because they turn again. What is you're going to do? And say you're going to hear a jar. You know, they're not going to see your body. You're not being there handless. What is the apple for not so? Not be story, oh. So now make we go dey shout. Now be the meaning of referendum. Referendum be say decide because today now many people dey come tell us, especially Ile Binu go say no, we no go join una. As you understand, we no go join una join the shout una dey shout. E no concern us, una carry una Biafra go that side. They no dey Biafra, they no dey Omo Oduduwa. So the one wey dey dey, we no go know. But we dey come bring the good news to come tell individual be say make you ready, you go must dey one side. And that one side wey you wan go stay so, if you wan go stay for the demonic highest demonic country wey get PhD for Timo, wey dem dey call Nigeria. If you wan go stay that country, say you wan vote enter that country, say how you like, make you ready as a Christian, as the person wey be traditional person, make you ready say all those your Christianity no go dey exist for that, e no go dey exist again. Because wetin you go dey hear na fufu dey, na dem go dey speak for them. Fufu dey wey dem go dey speak because na Fulani na get Nigeria. And not be say that they brag or you know say Fulani no sabi make noise. If that day reach you say you no go gree, they go slice you like you say I think una be see am with una do and dey grand and you understand now. The way they push out they keep person like Google Christmas fowl sef they not kill you like that. They not dey kill Christmas fowl like that wey they kill person. So that is why we dey bring this topic they come say make we sit down, make we think am. Which side you wan belong? This one no be say na by force again. This one no be say whether you wan become Biafra, say Biafra na Igbo something, not be Igbo something. Biafra for all eastern region, na be Biafra. The Omo Oduduwa cause it different. As you understand, the one Nigeria more different. Nigeria, if una no know, make una know. Nigeria na Fulani get Nigeria. Nigeria Fulani don buy Nigeria for since long time. That is why you dey see say today dem dey tell you say do am like this. If you no do am like this, they kill you. If you no give us your land, wey we take do ruga, they kill you. Why you say they get that kind of power? Because they don already buy the country, and there is nothing anybody go do. Because one, now use on our hand set the country give them. Because nobody wey don't know as a boo be. Everybody know as boo be, and they vote give boo. As we dey talk so boo don swumbu. He don swumbu, thunder join fire, strike am comot for road because of people wey don kill. Today they put Aisha Buhari for that place. They tell us say na be Buhari. As you understand. So wetin we dey try to come preach this evening na referendum. So na be wetin what I get to talk. Now, thank you. Gonna share the video. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Onyovo. May God bless you. That was a wonderful one. Thank you.
I so like him. I like the way he don't carry him down aside where he break down that referendum. When that one a proper broken English, that one a proper, you get them
Correct
say
one.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
That's
You
what
know,
she did. Sabi hit the nail.
he hit the nail for head.
Yeah.
Now so
Thank
now
you
real
so
talk.
much. So I want to play this video. I saw it last 2 weeks and I was like, wow, if this could be real, let it be real. I want it to be real. So I'm gonna play it right now.
It's going to happen like in Biafran that no one will stand to vote for Jubilee, to vote for the House of Fulanis. You can hear them. When the elders, the chiefs and the kings, they are here. They are showing, they are completing, proving to the world that all they want is Biafra. You can see them, you can see them. They are completing.
Okay.
That one good though. He sweet me well. That one sweet me. That one
So
sweet
comrades, you've seen
me.
the video. It's a locally made video, but it speaks value.
He sweet
This
me
is
well.
exactly what we are analyzing. So what do you think about this video?
Ah,
Eileen, just tell us how you feel.
me I
What do
like
you
am oh. Me wetin I see for where I see for grass so I like am well. I call dey say show up my people don begin dey wake up oh. When they say we no want you bring, we no want abeg make you comot for road, we no want to, we don do, e don do, we no want abeg, and na so e suppose be. Our people suppose dey begin, this na the kind talk wey we suppose dey talk. When we dey for church or for dey for mosque, make we come dey say abeg o we no want, oya carry am, make una carry una load comot, carry una kaya, we don do. We don gree again. We no dey do. Me I like am. I don't know wetin others fit say. Bright, oya make we hear from you.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bright, go ahead, unmute.
Comrade AY, senior comrade AY,
Yes sir.
do you think you people can do the same thing in Oduduwa land, at least so
Ah
that the people will get the
ah
feelings of the
that
referendum?
some people dey do am but we want more, we wan see make more people dey do am. So me I go fit abeg make you send me the video. I go take am do show
Okay.
talk about am again make people see.
Okay, I will
Because you
send
see
you the
say
link.
you say before we even talk, before you even show the video, you see say me say make we begin dey go inside churches, dey go inside the mosque,
Local, yeah.
make we begin dey talk about referendum. Na so dem dey do now. Say they say they no want Nigeria. That na referendum. That na
Yeah.
wetin dem dey do dem na referendum. Dem decide themselves say
Right.
we no want. That na the perfect explanation. Abeg make you play am again one more time make people see. Abeg I like am make people understand. This na
Okay.
decision wey people dey take. Say abeg o me o I no want. Make we hear am again abeg. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. I will do just that.
Make una see. You see.
Nigerians
Yeah.
Biafra is here to prove to the world that they are going. You can see them. The line is still long, uncountable. Millions of people are on the line. Operating for freedom, for restoration of Biafra. The number is uncountable. We have so much ground here. These are the people. You can hear them. They are going to for them to prove to the world that they are going.
What do you have to say about the referendum today?
Yeah.
Now, wow, what I want to say, I say, I'm looking at me, I'm not happy. Because my children who finished from university, how many years now? There's no job with them.
You see?
I'm not happy at all. I wish today, now, they interview me. By tomorrow, I will see Biafra. I will be happy in my life. And my children will be happy. And my brothers will be happy. Even in my church, they will be happy. Because we have suffered a lot. We have suffered a lot, my brother. We have suffered a lot. Is it in the market? When you will put your business to do, you will not see anybody. Nobody will come and patronize you because of what they hardship. When you ask some of the customers you have before, you can't even come and patronize. They say, Mama, where do you see money? Hey, and it is true. And it's because of when they got their president, say na Buhari. Now Buhari, this man have killed every youth. And not only that, he was telling us that is our children that is very hardworking, potential children, wisdom children, children who have an understanding to do things, creative children. He told America that they are lazy. Only that one alone. If I see that man, only me will tear him to pieces. Only me will tear him to pieces. By telling me my own son, my daughter, that I trained in university, that is very lazy for her. I want to know, by her. Is it when you give them job they cannot do? Or is it when they didn't buy anyone, any of them, there's no employment anywhere? So, for that reason, brother, as an ability to just make sure that me and you be in the same accord and move so that this thing will come by tomorrow. So that I will be happy. I will rejoice. And you will be happy. So go ahead. Go ahead. We're going on.
Nice one. I like her.
Please, what do you have to say, sir?
Sir, this
Concerning your mock referendum today, what do you have to say about it, sir?
sir, this mock referendum today is something above my imagination. You don't even believe that it will be this. The crowd are so much, and people are happy because we are going. This world, Nigeria, is a country that kill human being, turn human being from human being to animal.
Yes.
We are here with Asanaja with animal. We are today changed tonight. We are Biafrans, and we are ready to go. And that's why we are here. We want to tell the whole world that this Nigeria, we are tired. We are going. In Nigeria, no work, no food. When you come out like this, all your talents wasted. We have nothing to be very proud of this country called Nigeria. So we are going. Thank you, sir.
Sir, please, do you mean that the hardship of Nigeria is affecting your business and the school fees of your children?
Not even only affecting my children, and the hardship in Nigeria affects all totalities of human beings. It affects all areas. There is no way you can say let me from this side and adjust. Because when you eat a fresh carry there is another different war. It's a war. For you to send your children to school, it's another war. So we always fight war, uncountable war in different areas of our life. That's why we want to go, sir.
Sir, so what do you think will be the solution to all this problem?
Sir, the best solution to this problem is for Biafra to go. We want to go. That's the solution, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Good day, sir.
That one, good.
Should I allow him to finish?
Let him finish that one. Let him finish that one. I wanted to see the one. Show the place where they were dancing, because I want to show the place where they were dancing again, because that's very important. But let him listen to this one.
It will help us and keep us in one. Because this country we are is not a country. It's a place people are suffering, people are dying, they are killing people, wasting people. The people called Niger Delta, they are suffering, their water is not good, their place of environment is not conducive for living. There's no job, there's no light, there's no hospital, there's no good roads, everything is bad. There's nothing good to write about Nigeria.
Sir,
Nigeria is not a
please,
country.
sir, please, may we hear your name, sir?
My name is Chukwuyemi Toku. I'm from Delta State,
Yes, sir.
South South Local Government.
Sir, please, can you talk to your people in your dialect so that the whole world will be
You
listening to you,
see,
sir? This one is more
that's
clear.
exactly what I was saying before, wasn't it?
Exactly. You're very on point.
Ihe kwesị na-ekwu concerning ihe gbara na this mock referendum na-ememe ọrịa ememe so onye na-agwa ọnụ ihe ka ọnụ tie ka okwu ihe concerning this Biafra na Biafra zọbịa because okwu Nigeria na-enwe ekwuzi okwu na-abịa okwu onye ihe rịma Nigeria ka skulu ka ụlọ hospital ụzọ onye ezoma Nigeria everything Nigeria onye wekwu ya tọọ so ndị mmadụ ọrụ bịa na-ekwu okwu so na-eme ka ndị Biafra zọbịa na-enwe ndị Biafra
Can we hear it? Is it loud
Yeah, we
enough?
turn it up a little bit. It was we could hear it, but it seems to go comes intermittent. So now, yeah, we can hear it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So again, this is perfect. This is exactly what I hadn't watched the video before. You and I, and what I said before, we even watched the video was that we need our people in our language. And when they asked him and he explained, that is exactly the kind of thing we need to be doing in Yoruba land, and not Yoruba, Omoluabi land, because that name we get Wala, but anyway, in Oduduwa nation, in Igbo land, we need to be translating in our languages like that, so that people know that this is their right. The people who are being denied the access to their resources are suffering, and it is time for them to know why they are suffering. If they don't know, they can't take action. And the options, they not only must they know why they're suffering, but they must know the steps they can take to free themselves. That is where the referendum, the right for yourself and as a community to decide yourself that we don't tire for this bad government. A government where there's oil all over our land. We can't fish. We can't go into the farms. Everything has been destroyed. All of the oil companies are paid money, but we who own the oil, we are suffering. That is why we are going. So that's why we are going for referendum. So we get to begin to tell our people waiting the government do them, how the government they cheat them, how the government they bobo them, how the government they tell lies, they use them suppress them inside their own land. Why they must suppose get up and say, I beg you don't do, and we won't come out and make you come out from our land. That's how it was supposed to be. So I just say make I add my own little, I go to put a bit broken English small inside waiting at the say, because I won't make it reach our people, because I know say all of us, the Igbo, Yoruba, Middle Belt, we fit understand broken well. That one you go carry the message. And I feel they speak my proper English, but when we reach proper Bata, when we supposed to talk proper broken English, and that's what we go put that down for ground.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Most time, this our program when we talk about our people, especially from the coastal, we always use broken because we want the message to go to the right people. So I agree with you on that, my brother. Thank you very much.
You do well, my sister. Thank you.
So, Comrade Bright, what do you have to say about this video?
I hope so. If you hear us, Bright, if you hear us, I beg talk. On mute.
Is it muted? I can't see that he's muted.
Oh, we're not if you hear them. Oh yeah, talk. We know if you hear you. Chai. My brother, we know if you hear you.
Hey, Jiro, can you hear us? Hey, Jiro, you dey hear us?
I don't know. You know, saying Ejiro get network problem. So
okay, that's true.
So no okay. Fit.
So
it says
yes. From my side.
You're not muted, though.
That was the issue we had with Ashebe yesterday. He was accusing me that I muted him.
No, you haven't been unmuted. You haven't been muted at all.
I didn't do that.
No, it's not. Me, I fit say I'm for screen here. You know they muted, though.
it's network.
Na
It happened
network.
yesterday, and the guy was saying that I muted him. I said,
No,
no, it's
what
not.
I know. As
So,
we dey-
comrade, my brother, really, this issue of referendum, which what would be the fear? What is the fear of the federal government? Like we all know, the federal government is Fulani. That one we all agree. Ududuwa, Yoruba nation people, and the Biafrans, the Middle Belt, we all agree that the federal government is Fulani because they have put all Fulanis in key positions and they are in charge. They decide. They say the country belongs to them. And now there are the other people, the Yoruba people, the Biafran people, they come out to say that they want to go. And now there is a fear. As far as we are concerned, the Fulanis are afraid. What is that fear that is making them to accept the referendum?
you
Please.
see the
Thank you.
problem with they don't know say everybody we don't shine our we make everybody we don't shine una eye. When you know when we say I beg make una shine una eye, we don't reach that point. Everybody the eye don't begin to shine where people come they say for my own land you can't want take my own stuff. You go tell me say oil gold will come from Jigawa, it come from Jigawa, but gold will come from my village in the east. Now from Jigawa get up. No be so we no want. This one make I beg come off for road quick sharp. I no be mugu. It don't do. So people don't begin to wake up and they know say now how we go before they fit you say okay before they go say okay Yoruba make we the houses go the Fulani government go talk to the Yoruba say oh yeah beg can't do this we be partners so they go shut anything out. So if Igbo can't say we no want they say na only Igbo. Now Yoruba they talk, Igbo they talk, Middle Belt they talk say we no want, we won't come out. So that one come with them. You know see say this day they come then they try kind trick. Then they fear. They say the election no be real election, and they say they won't try bring Atiku back. I don't know if you not hear that one. No, they won't try bring Atiku back by the back door. Make we no grill. The problem be the constitution. Now the fraud that and they no want make they no say the minute we do referendum, matter don't finish. And I know say matter don't finish. It don't game over. So make we know let them do this kind of thing. So then they fear. You see, then they try to I beg that by force they won't put Tinubu or whoever for Yoruba land. As long as they no change that constitution. If you not change the constitution, everything will happen a lie. That constitution must go. And if it go, we know one. And once it go, make everybody go their own way. Make you find your way. I beg. We go still be friends. Oh, I go see Hausa man. I go to go Kano, go Kaduna, go say hello. We go there our own country. Dey your lane, I dey my lane. Abi? Dey your lane, I dey my lane. Not be say you come my lane. I say I no fit talk. You go dey your lane, I go dey my lane. So if you want come do business, you say I'll go, I get business. We go sit down and talk. But say you go come they take my stuff, come they tell me say I no fit touch am. Tufiakwa, I beg. I beg. I don't do that though. So everybody, we don't shine our eye. Time don't knock. Make we begin. See, you see, those of us we don't begin to see what's they happen. Now to now begin to tell our country people, our Middle Beltans, our Yorubas, our Igbos, say I beg go. This now waiting then they do. We don't do. Make we come out. Make we come out inside. Then we be inside slave camp. No be lie. We be inside slave camp. Now slave camp we dey so. If we not begin to wake our people up, you know the kind money where then they steal from us. The kind money where then they steal from our people. The money where they're supposed to use to fix our road. Where they're supposed to use to fix our schools. Where they're supposed to use to fix our light. Then now they're going to say and they go fix light 6 months, another year, another we go give 5,000 megawatts in another 4 years. I beg not lie. South Africa did there. They get 50,000 megawatts. For Niger, we know 5,000 with the script. 5,000 megawatts we no get. 5,000 megawatts. I be a lie. We
No
not
be
get
lie, my brother.
we not get 5,000 megawatts, and somebody come to say, it may make you vote. We get, look, the resources where we get are for our land. If not to say it dey for yonder, if not to say na yonder e dey, say as in UK and all, then go they enjoy. Now our resources that then they take they enjoy you. Then go come collect our own resource. Come to tell us why should not they pray? I beg no vex so. Me, I beg, I just this one. Why should not they pray as a Christian, as a Muslim? These people that go come to una land, dig una resources, carry them come out, go do proper better business, come send them back to una. Una wey not get money, una go find money, go buy the same thing. When the resource dey in your land, where now you supposed to build them. Now you supposed to build the car. Now you supposed to be the fix your road. Now you supposed to be get the get light 24/7 because the resources where they inside your land. You not hear them so. The resources where they inside your land, these people they not get them.
At all.
They not get them anywhere. Go Germany, they not get them. Go France, they not get them. Go UK, they not get them. They not get them. They not get them. Time don't reach. Make we wake up, my people. Wake up. Somebody's somebody's doing something. Can you meet if you can hear? So please, oh my people, I want more people make you just make sure. Noise there. Can you hear? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There is something echoing, and I need to make sure. Mute. There's something that's going on. It's backfeeding. Sorry about that. So I want to make our people understand though. Say time don't reach. Now referendum. Time don't knock. Make if you we don't know say na referendum. I beg go your village. Go tell your people say time don't knock. We want our land. We want our resources. We want to get better life. Our coming generation, they supposed get better road, got better road, school, better bridges. We don't do. Let's stop for now. It's echoing a bit.
Even my voice.
Yeah.
There's a problem. I think I don't know what to do.
Let's mute everybody. I'm gonna mute.
If I should leave, I don't know if I should leave or come back again. Okay. Is it echoing over there? Right.
Yeah, you are echoing.
Oh. Just now, I don't know what is happening. Let me see if I will go out and come again.
What's it like now? Okay, it sounds like. Oh no, still echoing. It's still echoing.
Is it okay now?
Hello?
I think it has stopped.
I think it's stopped now. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a video I want to play.
Go ahead.
What you just, my brother. This thing you just explained now about how rich we are as a people, but our people are suffering. The oil in Bayelsa, the oil in Delta, belongs to the Fulani.
Exactly.
There's a video to prove that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me just upload this video.
Go ahead.
So whenever we come here to say something, we are not just talking for talking's sake. We are saying it we say it with proof, so that people will not feel we are just it's a propaganda. We are just trying to blackmail the federal government. So let me play this video now. Can we see it now?
Yes, we can see it. It's there. Play.
Okay. This is in Delta State, Uroboland to be precise. And look at what the Fulanis are doing to us.
I'm Chief Mohammed, all the enemy in the Nigeria war. I'm from the oil producing community in Bobori.
You see?
I'm from Isharo community and Buye. These people they say make you try to go read. Say that they shot the money, see the government go read. See the motor there. They go back, they go back. All the business, all the construction of floating. When they go back, they go back. That is good for
You see, my brother, you see that video? This is illegal.
It is.
NNPC illegally go to community, they go collect, So this is what you just talk just now.
Yeah.
Not truth.
Not true. So, of course,
100%
now.
I agree with you.
That now why they kill Ken Saro-Wiwa. Because they don't want make it talk. Now the people, now the same people where they government now them kill Ken Saro-Wiwa. Because if they talk, say, for the Ogboni people, my people, make them suppose begin to enjoy their resources. But instead, now so then take kill them. Now so then take kill Ken Saro-Wiwa. So all this and anybody we want to talk now so then go try take silencer. But if we all begin stand up together, no, but they no go fit together. They no go. That's now why this referendum is a must. That's now why this referendum is a must. We must. The time don't read. These people don't lie. So they don't lie. Them be lie manufacturers. Lie Mohammed. Lie manufacturers. Now then, if you want manufacture big lie and make you go come now the government that government now where they so now them be the manufacturers of lies. Lie all the time, and they go to collect our resources. Then go tell us say we lazy. How we be say we get resources for our land? Where be say others they not get 1/10 of what we get, and only 3% 9 days inside our GDP. Imagine say if we increase that to 15% alone, you know the kind job we go get for our place. People, millions of people, not be on for the whole place. Millions go get job. Millions of people go get jobs. But these people, they want oppress us because you know why? They want collect our land. Because they know they want collect that resources where they our land. Say, they want so that's why they want kill as many. Make them enslave the rest of us. Say, this not be your land anymore. This not my land now. You go do what I tell you inside my own land. I beg, no way. I'm at the bill to come. And the Nigeria should be the new estate of my grandfather. We will use the north as a willing tool and see the south as a conquered territory. We will never allow the south to rule over us and never allow the south to have control over their own destiny. How can you? What more do you say? There is nothing more to be said. When you read that, and as a southerner, when you read that and comprehend the meaning of that, there is no way you will support one Nigeria. There is no way you will support one Nigeria, because you will understand that one Nigeria is an extension of the colonial domination. It is an extension, and the proxies are the Fulanis. That's the reality. That is the reality that we're faced with. But many people are not prepared to. When you have that discussion, they think, but we need to say it, because the coming generation, if we not talk, I just pray, say, make them not be slaves forever for another 100 years.
Yeah.
That now why we come. That now, me, I'm so I did happy say with this for this show like this. Now this kind of talk I go to talk any show every day. Me I go talk referendum. When I don't tell you people, and if you know, I bet me go tell the people for village. Make the people where they one village go tell the next village. Now so we go do am. We be say everybody can't wake up. When we can't wake up, we can't vote. Say oh yeah, we dey come out. Nobody go fit stop us. The constitution where them put on top of us now, they no get referendum. They no get referendum way back am. That now why we need referendum. Any decision where they go make now. Now the election where if anybody, that now why they say make una no vote. This election, no be election, no, na selection. Na selection. Selection, they say they don't pick who will be president. No be who her. This one no be who her. They don't pick. They don't pick who will be president. Then won't come bobo una say I beg, oh yeah, come vote. This one get better, money, plenty people plus that one. Now lie. They don't pick who go be president. You, they won't just use you. Another that's a, we not be mugu and I cover up. We not be mugu.
Yes.
We not be mumu. Time don't knock. Make we say we they go now referendum before you vote on anything. The oil where they in my town is supposed to benefit my people first.
Yeah.
The gold where they in my town is supposed to benefit my people first. The bitumen where they in my town is supposed support my people first. The gas where they in my town, my people supposed to. You see, all of the imagine we get 4 refineries inside that contraption. None of them they work. They can't carry our oil. You know, then they waste money. Every time they drive the oil, come out, go process them, bring them back. That na double money. Oh. That na double money. That na money you supposed to use to fix your school. Supposed to fix your school, fix your bridges, fix your healthcare, make the community look nice. But they go take the money, and you see when they say then they give subsidy, na lie you. Now then they pocket the money. Oh. Now then they pocket the money. The money then they supposed to be used subsidy for the oil. After they not carry the oil out, come back, they go still give themselves the money, and the oil price no go come down. And then they say I beg subsidy na nonsense. Na lie. Na lie. Look, na lie government we dey so. Now inside like that now why every right thinking southerner, if you be middle belt, if you Igbo, if you be Yoruba, if you be Delta, if as long as you dey south, I beg make you wake up sharp. Because these people make you wake up sharp. Make you support this referendum. Because now for your coming generation, this one not be for your benefit alone. Now the coming generation, then go they thank you, say, my people, when they see what happen, they come tanda where they sit down, they tanda, they begin to say, I don't do. My grandfather, now they free us from the slavery. Then go put your name inside the list of people where the people of the South go they go they bless. They go they bless una name. I beg make we do more. This one not be whole hard. This one not that correct talk we they tell una now. Make you join hand. Referendum. Middle belt. Make we hear referendum. South Igbos. Make we hear referendum. Oduduwa. Make we hear referendum. All of us. Now, the other thing where I want to say, before I forget all of this, I beg, we need vigilante groups. So, make una form vigilante groups in every community. Because the community where go fit survive, now the one where they alive will first. Oh. How you go take survive? You first protect una life. If you now no get vigilante group, that one will go hard small. We don't want to make it hard. Make we begin the talk proper, real talk among ourselves. Say time don't reach. This one no be say fight this one. Now that survival. Now survival for the coming generation. All Southerners. So I'll be beg una. The first thing what we supposed to do is make we go for vigilante group across the whole of the South. Every community, every village. Because if you know waiting, if you know get vigilante groups, you know go fit go for farm. You know go fit the waka around. You know go fit they live your life. These people they go then they enter. You know say then they enter our community. Then they kill us. And nobody everywhere then they kill. That's now why we need vigilante group. So me at that one number one. Anybody will go build anything, we're supposed to be alive first. How to be alive? Now be via the vigilante group. Second, once we begin to do that, begin to tell people, say, referendum, make we begin the vote. So make us stop for now. Make us let other people join the matter small. Okay. Bright, if you talk. Bright, are you there?
Yeah, there's a caller. After the caller, I think Comrade Bright need to contribute.
Yes.
Caller, good morning and go ahead. Good afternoon from here. Sorry.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sister Ishiro. Your program today is a bomb.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to thank you, Citizen AY, the spirit in you. You are a wonderful man.
Oh, thank you, my brother. You too. Thank you.
You know, my own small contribution is Nigeria has really messed up with us, I swear. They have really dealt with us in a very big way. You know, Nigeria is a slave ship.
Yes.
Imported by the British. You know, they did slavery. America have to come in to kick them out. They went back, they come back and did colonialization. After colonialization, the same Americans still give them ultimatum to leave. When they left, they prepared themselves. Those our leaders that fought for colonialism, like Awolowo, them, Zeke, them, Kwame Nkrumah, them, all these, how they call this, Jomo Kenyatta, them.
Yeah.
The European intelligence, like the CIA, all these, their secret service.
Yes.
Kill some of them, but the numbers, the
Yes.
ones that they couldn't kill, they use political talks to keep them out.
Yes.
And they impose all these their new colonies agents that are dealing with us now. They are like those warren chief of in those days.
Yes.
They planted them. All these people who see them, they wear our clothes, they speak our language, we call them political leaders. We don't know they are agents of the British and the French. We are in the best. The ship, that slave ship, the form, we think is a country. We are thinking on their behalf. We don't know we are slave, thinking, praising our slave masters and the slave we are in. We don't even realize it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of us that are lucky, we managed to escape. We call it we are migrating. We are living better. But there's nothing like, there's no cause that is more difficult than somebody to stay out of his ancestral land for many, many years, even getting old without no hope of coming back.
Exactly.
That is a very big mess we are in. Some of our sisters and brothers and mothers that couldn't make it like us, some of them have to trek from rainforests of the savannah, say they are not used to desert. They have to trek to the Sahara Desert and cross the Mediterranean Sea to come to Europe.
Exactly.
That thing is not a joke. It's not a joke. We have been messed up by these people.
Yeah.
I really like your spirit. You and Ichiro, you guys are doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone just told me now the British has advised the Fulanis to train dogs. I read one program. I just saw it that the Fulanis are captured in Delta with about 50 dogs inside the bush. What are they looking? You know, these dogs is to smell camps. All those camps, as the AY is saying, for people to form vigilante is good.
Yeah.
People are mapping out strategy to counter it too.
Yes. Indeed.
Oh. So I thank you guys for what you are doing. Another glimpse to have a glimpse of how Nigeria is beautiful with its Just imagine 2 million barrels of oil a day, or let's say 1.5 million every day for 60 years. For 60 years, citizen AY, if you go home, take your calculator, place it 2 million barrels, even for $50 or $70, whatever you like, for 1.5 million.
For 50 years.
See how much money this poor men have written off from that very contraction. Without no light, no infrastructure, no road, nothing good, nothing. Billions of their own fellow citizens. Then we are in a very big mess. They will not like us to have referendum. Switzerland used to make referendum every 6 months. Every legislator they bring, they will go to referendum. These people, they only allow referendum when the British and the French was in Africa, and the referendum they did is to bring some Fulani from Cameroon to join Nigeria to have a big population to suppress the South so that they can control the border. The same thing happened in Cameroon. They never give the option to be in their own independent or to have their own country. That's to know that we are slaves. Countries like Luxembourg, Iceland is one of the 300,000 people. Urobo nation, Ijo nation, even the Shekiri nation is bigger than Iceland, for example. The Iceland GDP is bigger than the 200 million useless people in Nigeria, their GDP. Thank you guys. I don't want to take much of your time. I will leave it like this. God bless you guys and keep it on. There is no going back until we get our total freedom. Freedom. Referendum for every nation. Nigeria is the only country that use cardinal point to divide geopolitical zone. North-east, north-west, Southeast,
Yeah.
Southwest. What is the name of the people living there? Southwest, Yoruba nation,
Yes.
Yoruba nation, Igbo nation. What are they call their names?
Exactly.
Why do they use cardinal point? There is no other country in the world like Europe, Germany, Switzerland. They don't use cardinal point
Exactly.
to divide their political.
Well said.
Thank you guys. God bless you.
God bless you, my
God
brother.
bless you. Thank you, my
Oh,
comrade.
wow,
Sounding
wow.
on point.
My brother is on fire. He's on fire.
I like it
Ah.
because I know his contribution is wow.
Ah,
He
wow.
always,
He hit the nail. Imagine 2 million barrels a day for 50 years.
Yeah.
2 million barrels a day at $50 or whatever for 50 years. Ah. And we talk about one Nigeria. And nobody,
Yeah.
nah. When I think about it, sometimes I'll just cry inside. Because my people, we don't suffer. We don't suffer. As Southerners, we've suffered in a land of plenty. Again, like I say it, I'm saying it now. 40 mineral resources, minimum. 40. In that alone, you know, what we should be doing is that in every state now, we should be targeting that whatever mineral they have, 5 to 10% of it must be mined by the people in that state. Exactly. That will create jobs. Just that alone. Just by doing that alone, you create jobs. You create economy. Now that money, when you get whatever money you get from that, you now use to build roads, schools, bridges, hospital, light. You will have 24. Because when you see, if you're going to have any industry, the first thing in the UK here, without electricity, the industry will simply not survive. It will not survive. So that is why anybody telling you to believe in one Nigeria without electricity is a lie. It's a fraud. We need to go for a referendum now. So I can see my brother trying to come in. I knew my new brother joining us. Let's hear from him. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Comrade Don Lucas. Before you start, let me our brother, our caller just said something that Luxembourg is a small country, and these countries are doing very well. They are surrounded by Belgium. You have Germany. You have France. These huge big countries in the world. They are surrounded, but as small as they are, we have about 642,000. people, population in Luxembourg, to let you know how small it is. But these people they are independent. They are not under France, they are not under Germany. So what is wrong with Africans? Africans can do it. The problem is just for us to take a decision as a people to say that we want it this way. We don't want a huge homogeneous country like Nigeria, useless, big for nothing. No, we want to split so that we can be able to manage ourselves like these smaller countries, Luxembourg and all that. So I just want to add this. Thank you so much.
Let me even shock you. Luxembourg has got only 39,000 people. Luxembourg has got only 39,000 people. They haven't got the resources. They haven't got the resources that we have. They haven't got the resources that we have. But they're a nation. No. But then you are telling me that you want Nigeria, we have to stick with one Nigeria where we're being oppressed. Can you see the madness? Can you see the madness? Let me hear from my brother. Thank you. So I'll stop here.
Thank you, Comrade Lucas. And after we have Wado in the house. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Lucas. I come from River State, which is Biafra land. We call it Igbocha. That's the real name. Is Igbocha, not River State. From what you're saying, I just want to say something, Sister Ejiro. Brother AY, I follow you almost every day.
Thank you.
So I thank you for this program, brother AY.
No, thank you.
Right, my brother. Thank you. So Sister Ejiro, I just want to say, see Czech Republic, they are not up to 6 million people, but they are a country. Imagine we Biafra, we are almost 70 million people. We are still in Nigeria, and then they just put all of us head together because they just want to see what we have in our land. British don't even care how many people are dying a day. Every day people are dying, and then every day they are using their slave being the Fulanis to conquer us more and more almost every day for just nothing. We do nothing to them. For them to let us go become problem for Nigeria because they know when people like Biafra or people leave the production in Nigeria, that everything about Nigeria will be slow. Nigeria will go down. That's why they are still holding us down. And they see referendum as war. Because if they don't see referendum as war, they will never raise their gun whenever we say referendum. And then people are doing it, even in Europe, everywhere. Like Indonesia before they were with East Timor. Indonesia and East Timor they were together before. They did not carry gun to fight each other. They just do referendum. East Timor go their way, and East Timor are using dollar. Same between Malaysia and Singapore. Singapore was before with Malaysia. But finally, just a referendum, Singapore go their way. But today, but when it comes to Africa, it's become a difficult thing for us. I don't know why, because most of us, we the black people, because
Somebody's
most of us, we the black people, we see ourselves like we see each other like this was a monkey, this was a monkey. We cannot even reason like human being that call for referendum because they call for war almost every time. Mostly the Fulani don't want to hear it. When you ask them, they say the referendum is not in Nigerian constitution. Meanwhile, even if it's not in Nigerian constitution, from what Martin Nakaloti teach us from Radio Biafra, he said that the referendum, that's what bring Atiku to Nigeria as of there. Because Atiku, their people was in Cameroon. But after referendum, and this is something when they do referendum, Atiku become in Nigeria. So why now they cannot be able to give us a referendum? Because they just want to keep stealing from our land, stealing from Biafra land, stealing from what resources that we have from mostly more even from Odua Republic. Fulani doesn't have anything. Just like before Adega grandson was arrested, when he broadcast on the radio on his Facebook page, he always talk about what they call the airport in Lagos. Imagine the airport in Lagos. They use the name of Fulani man to name the airport in Lagos. Meanwhile, the airport is in Yoruba land. What happened to the Yoruba heroes that died? Why they cannot change the name to those Yoruba heroes? Why must it be Fulani man? Mohammed. What bring all this? Why are they suppressing us? And then the funny thing is that the bad people being the British, they keep helping these people to take from us. Meanwhile, everything that we have in our land should be for us, not for other people. Even as I am now, I come from River State. Too many, even in my backyard, we have gas turbine in our backyard, which the shell are drilling oil there. When you go to that place, they build that gas turbine. They have 24 hours light, which is coming from that place, from that gas turbine. But Shell cannot shift that oil, that light to the whole community. They only just put it there in that gas turbine. 24 hours there's light there that they're generating from that gas turbine. Shell cannot shift the light to the other community. But meanwhile, the community own the oil they are stocking from that land. So this is what we are going through in Biafra land. But I believe that with time, if they never let us go, so let us have our referendum. We will take it to ourselves because just like Martin Nakaloti always say nobody will give us Biafra. We have to fight for it and get the Biafra from us. So we are one day. That's like as broken people always say, monkey will market, will come back. We need a referendum. But if you don't want to give us a referendum, we'll get it by force, not by keeping silent and keep watching you, and then you suppress us almost every day because we did nothing. And meanwhile, we are not Nigeria. We are never Nigeria. We are these three people that they bring and join together. We already live our life all this while before the British and the Fulani come to bring everybody together. Even the Fulani, they are not Nigeria. But just because they see what is inside this so-called Nigeria, when they see what is inside, maybe they keep fighting for one Nigeria. Whenever they do protest, they bring Nigerian flag that worth nothing, bring it flag everywhere because they see that that's something they want to get from this place. If like I wish this oil that is in Odua land is in the north. By now, there's nothing that will be like Nigeria. But just the problem that because it's in our land, that's why they have to take it by force with the Fulanis, with the British, with their gun. But this gun will they carry. No be only them. But I put one word from one IPOB leadership. No be only them know how to carry gun. one day too, we also know how to carry gun, face them face to face. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well done. Well said. You see, my takeaway is what you just said now. You said that the shell in the place in the delta where they have oil and gas, they will use the gas to fix light for themselves in that place where they're taking the oil, but the community that they take from, they don't give. My people, that's your one Nigeria. All of you that are talking about one Nigeria, listen again. The companies that come into your place, your land, take your gas, take your oil, they will give themselves light 24 hours. But the community that they take the oil and gas from,
They
they
have
get
no light.
zero. And you are
No
talking one
rice, no
Nigeria.
good water.
No water. And
The
you are talking one
atmosphere is
Nigeria.
polluted.
You better wake up.
Polluted.
You better wake up. You need to wake up. I'll stop there for now. Let's hear from my sister Ijiro. I think she's going to join us
Thank
now.
you. Thank you so much. Comrade Wado, please. We have another comrade here.
Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me.
Why is it? Wait, my tablet is giving me problem. Okay, good afternoon to all
Good
my
afternoon.
my Biafran brothers and sisters in the house.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
And my little contribution. Anyway, I'm from Delta State, Saple and Orobo. Let me put it that way. And like this, the topic we are talking about now. If you don't this Fulanis, it's our people. That is what I'm blaming our people. You know why? Like just now, I saw a video. I think some news when Jonathan, good Lord Jonathan, is endorsing this man Bola Mohammed.
Yes.
This governor from is it wherever is it Bauchi or wherever I've forgotten the state. So he's endorsing him as a president. Can you imagine? This our Lord Jonathan knows all these things that the Fulanis are doing, like stealing our oils and the rest. As they thief for our oil, Jonathan knows about it. Even when he was the president, how the Fulanis they went to Jonathan tried to buy some weapons just to defeat this Boko Haram and ISWAP. Jonathan demanded a weapon from American. Then Obama was still in control. What happened? These Fulanis leaders, they traveled to meet Obama and they denied Jonathan Jonathan not to get that weapons. They speak with Obama that Obama should not send weapons for Jonathan because Jonathan want to use that weapon to kill their people. Okay, after that again, Jonathan still went to South Africa again to buy weapons. The same food.
Our network is bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, because she's really making some facts there, hitting some facts there.
Comrade Bryce. If you can say something, please, while she's away. I mean about the video we just played.
Okay. Before she goes.
Yeah. Comrade Bright, please go ahead. We cannot hear her.
Okay. It looks like her net is really bad. So, my name is Bright Osai. I'm from Ikasa local government of Delta State, Biafra lands.
You dare
And we did here on this talk
introduce
show
yourself.
we call
my brother.
no, because there are new
people coming in. Okay, that's fine.
Lucas was not there, and this our sister was not there too, so that's why I reintroduced myself. Anyway, the matter wey we dey deal with na the matter wey concern referendum. We wan make we talk am make our people for know wetin referendum be and wetin referendum dey do for us and wetin e don do for other people. My brother Lucas make mention of about some countries wey don practice this referendum. They didn't go into war to do it. We have fought war before. Our generation now we dey try to learn different things, different idea wey we go fit make our own life better instead of to begin build some things when go kill people. But that does not mean that we no go defend ourselves. We are not fools. So we go defend ourselves anywhere we dey, especially any village where you dey. You have a right to defend yourself. Nobody go fit defend yourself for yourself. You have a right
Na
to do
truth.
that. But we can still, with our own teamwork, we can still, brother made mention of building a vigilante, some kind of for our areas to help keep us safe. Now this matter na im make when this matter come dey serious well people no even fit go farm at all. Na im make our leader Nnamdi Kanu come set up the paramilitary wey we dey call the ESN. Their job na to make sure say they secure the bushes and the farmlands. So make una lis ten. Their job na to secure our farmlands and secure our women from being raped. So anybody wey come and tell you say they capture ESN person for public place say e dey do this, dey do that person dey gist you lie. Or probably they don set the person up, come kill am before bring am to such places. So ESN people get where they dey do. So wetin dey talk about today na referendum. And then the first caller wan call first time, I be wan react to wetin im dey talk about. Concerning that one, my reaction go concern to Ejiro. I believe say all the thing when the guy talk finish, e get where we no understand. That place point na that place im mention, im call Ejiro before im begin talk am. Im dey refer that place to Ejiro. He was not trying to divert attention. Im dey tell Ejiro say that Urhobo Progressive Union. Me, I know Urhobo Progressive Union the time when I dey university. When I dey university, the Urhobo Union president and myself we were friends because I be car president too that time. So we dey very Urhobo and car and Isoko, we dey very united when it comes to things wey be say na political issues or student movement and all these kind of activities. You know. So brother Ayo, you dey here today and we dey talk about this referendum. You don suggest many things before dem look as dem don come in. So me, I get things wey I wan talk about. You know, because una don mention countries wey e be say dem no many, dem no plenty, but dem be nation. So and for the other caller when he talk say na when I no gree, you too no gree to am when he say na no be government dey hold us. So na the government na im dey hold us. I know say Jiro don correct that point before, but I wan still talk about am. The government is the one holding us because all the suggestion wey we don suggest for the government no dey agree with am. Before we come go do our first protest, well, though the first protest wey dem do I was not among. Though that time I be like I still dey Bongo that time. So they come kill people, they come use people take dance python dance. I think for that event, two people lost their life. So you see, and before we come initiate this one when they pepper the body now, na be this you sit at home where they know they even they don write them later. They don write the government later from Switzerland. They don send a letter from World Bank say their this thing, their money don dey fall. The rate wey dem take dey owe e don increase and their income wetin dem dey receive every day e don reduce. Calculate am for them for per day and for per week and month. Dem come see say dem don really lose money. So those things wey dem dey tell you say sitting at home no be anything na lie. Dey no be you dey lose, dem tell you dey lose say we dey even dey to himself. But before we go do anything, make sure say our brothers do our republic let dem know say
Network.
we dey this thing na im dey do 1967 when we come Kwata come dey before we come fight. But now we wan use idea take manage this particular thing. We make Oduduwa people make dem dey involve well well. Make we sef we dey involve well well. No be say we go put one leg, we go comot the other leg. No. This time united we stand because referendum even people no understand. When we do referendum, this thing offer us na opportunity dey offer us to take better our life. Referendum na dey tell us say our future na our palm na im e dey. If we unite force with Oduduwa people, see wetin go happen. Dem go understand say when we free from this fraudulent union wey dem dey call Nigeria, we go fit do business together with Yoruba man. Yoruba man go come Biafra land make business. We go even Yoruba people dey dey creative too, and our people dey very very creative too. We go unite force. If in 10 years, or in 20 years, if people if anybody those idiots when they talk about one Nigeria, when dem visit Biafra land or they visit Oduduwa land, they go wetin they go see sef dem no be there. They go see say everywhere don good. See, there is running water, there is 20 uninterrupted electricity supply. We get different even me, I fit build mini hydroelectrical supply in a very simple something. We fit build renewable energy, use waste. We fit make waste dirty. All those akpu this thing wey we cassava, all those waste, we fit use am take generate electricity for our people. There are different more than 5 means wey we fit take generate. There are different forms of energy, my people. Those of physics and chemistry well. Una know say there are different ways we go fit take generate electricity. We fit even use chemical means. We fit even use nuclear means take generate electricity. But
Even urine,
these
I saw a
people
video
have
where
set with us
students from Oduduwa land they use
mercilessly.
urine to,
You see, to make
yeah,
electricity. You see,
yeah,
these are things. Look,
Generate electricity.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, your network is a bit
Continue,
off.
comrade,
So my
continue.
people,
Yeah.
Okay. So my people, this is how much these people don't deal with us badly. Our own work for here, and most importantly, now to open our eyes, make know wetin referendum mean, and the items, better things when dey inside referendum wey we go achieve am. We no go fold our hand say make government just give us a referendum. No, e get when we go beg this thing reach. When the government no go wan use am take play politics, we go tell dem say no, we no be politicians. We no dey play that kind politics with una. We go change am follow dem for body. But before we get to that time, we need you, all of una, especially those of our brothers and sisters. We love una well well. Those of una wey dey villages, wey dey remote area, no be so e suppose be. If person dey village, for here, Germans, for dis Germany when I dey, Germans na village na im dem dey stay. Na foreigners or maybe bankers wey dey work for big firms, na dem dey inside cities. You understand? But the
Same
main
here.
Germans, I swear to God, especially those women wey no like noise, na villages dem dey. Where dem fit ride bicycle freely and all those other things. But if you dey ride bicycle for that, make you see wetin dis people do you. If you dey ride bicycle for that country, na be say you be poor man, you don die finish, suffer don kill the person. You see all dis kind thing. So dem take away normal human, as in normal way people dey live, like that thing wey we be before, dey take it from us. So my people, na be some of those words wey we get for una today. Make I no talk too much so that my brothers go fit still get time. Thank you, Ejiro.
Thank you, comrades. You don't make me laugh. It's true. They contradict the Western world, our way of life. They contradict their own. People they stay for village. Village life for Africa na poor life. Na so people they see am. If you say you come
Yes.
for village, they go say, this one na poor. You don't come see city. But for here, the rich people na inside village they go hide. They no dey wan stay for town. So na because of the way the country be, a country wey dem build under the foundation of corruption and so that is why you see people don already accept poverty. Nigerians don accept poverty, but in fact in the recent dem no poor at all. They no poor, they rich, they get all the natural resources like our brother, our senior brother, comrade AY, he just talk am, he hit am. We get everything wey we need as a people to take. That is even the West America of these people, they go dey envy us. But wetin be the problem? The problem wey we still dey get na fear to become to sustain who we truly are. We are not what we are representing today in Nigeria. What we really are is a people who are richly blessed. Our resources, everything, God give am to us, make we enjoy am. Why we no dey enjoy am today?
I'm showing you the resources in our land: oil, clay,
You
gold. You see, I'm showing
look at
you.
all this.
This is what is in our land, though. It's not outside, though. It's in our land. These are things in our land. There's 40 mineral resources. 40.
Imagine. 40.
And they are telling you, and somebody's telling you to go and pray.
Resources.
And somebody's telling you to pray instead of using those resources.
Of course, they are one of the problem we are having, pastors.
You
So
don't get it. Already telling you to pray. So be praying what God cannot do. He will be telling you to pray.
So our sister where she don't come back because she dey give. Voice don dey echo again.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if we
She dey hit the nail before our network take her off. So as you come back, so make you just continue because we dey get the message wey you dey send to us. You talk about Goodluck Jonathan dey endorse one northerner. Another strategy wey dem wan take deceive our people. Say as far as Goodluck Jonathan, people like am for the south. So now, if he endorse one northerner, that means he dey support am. Our gullible people wey be say dem go just forget all the suffer wey dem don suffer. Goodluck Jonathan take dey for opposition, how the northerners say dey control am, e no get say of im own. So now he don dey come endorse northerners to come enslave you. So my sister, make you really elaborate on this. Na very important. Thank you.
Yes, Goodluck Jonathan dey endorse the man because as you say, Jonathan get a lot of people na president, na ex-president before, so people know am. And if Jonathan come out today say he want to become president, people go still follow am. That is why the Fulanis wan use am. They wan use am again, take am make their way out into power. Shey you understand? So Jonathan dey always dey speak about this referendum and Biafra of 18. Jonathan no want this thing to come to pass because I no know the reason why, because already he dey obey e Fulani masters. You understand? Let me just put it that way, because if you no dey obey Fulani masters, you go know say wetin Fulani dey do, and they kill people, and they try to change the whole country to become Islamic country. This no be today. Think about is it 1960? No, 1980 something, 82? Is it not 82 or 84? When Buhari and Tunde Idiago, when they first play, I think they make coup against Shehu Shagari. That very time, but Buhari himself na president, but Tunde Idiago na him be like say na him dey control the whole country, na him be like say na him dey speak for as a president. Then na him this Buhari himself go meet Gaddafi when they try to make sure say Nigeria become an Islamic country. As for me, I live for the north. I live for Kano. I know wetin my eyes see. I know how they kill Christians. I know how they slaughter our people when it comes to maybe them, because they get the Ahmadiyya Muslim and other type of Muslim, when immediately they meet for mosques. The next thing when you go do, they go escalate their fight. Come inside Sabongeri. The next way you go see, they go dey kill people. They no dey care say these people, they no be dey cause the problem. They go just dey kill Christians. They go burn houses, kill families. Oh my God! I no wan even talk about that. That is the main reason why I get in fact I hate. Sorry to say, I hate those people with passion. You understand? Because of people wey dey kill children or women or family. You understand? Our people know all these things. People wey dey for the north, they know all these things. and they no wan come home. And some of them when be say they even know they witness this killing, some of them don come home. If you even tell them say make dem go north, make dem go buy only wrapper, they go tell you say God forbid. You understand? Na only our people wey be say they dey make business there, they know say they dey make money there, na only them no wan come home. But the time go come when the thing go hit them badly. Then in fact, no be person go tell them say make dem run, they go run leave their property, they go run leave all the hotels wey they don build, they go run leave all in fact all their investment, they go run leave am, because these people they mean something. They mean, no be today don dey plan all this thing, e don tey we don dey plan all this thing. Say Nigeria na their country, and this one na so Nigeria na so e go be. Okay, just imagine now they dey detect for us, we the Southerners, they dey detect for us who go be president. Na then they speak, wetin dem speak na our Southerners dey hear. You understand? If not be say na Fulani dey control Nigeria, I no know why our people no wan wake up. If Fulani say yes, the whatever, I'm not talking of Nigeria, because me I no belong to Nigeria. Me I'm a Biafran. You understand? I'm just talking general talk. You understand? So if our like the Fulani, they go say yes, this now we won't get power, and our Southerners no go fit talk. Nobody dey fit dey talk apart from the weak wey dey still dey challenge them. You understand? So the Fulanis, they know say Jonathan is a weak man, very very weak. You know, when they give am peanut or when they call am with the weakness, he go open road, he go say okay, he go dey preach, he go dey campaign for the Fulani man, say make our people vote for am. Our people now, they no get sense. Many of our people, they no get telephone, they no get internet. Many of them say they no dey see food they eat. How much more say they go come dey use data, they see wetin dey go on for social media. Shey you understand? So we need people wey go fit dey go dey do work, underground work. They fit dey tell them say because election dey come now, so they wan dey try to use money, use the Jonathan to get grant, to get our people. So we need people wey be say if the coastal region, if we can come together, I don't know, maybe with time we go fit do a fundraise. I mean the money, just to raise money, so that we go get men on ground wey go fit dey go villages to villages, dey tell our people wetin dey happen. Make una no vote o, make una no vote. We wan break out from Nigeria because Nigeria no favour us. These people dey use our oil, dey take am dey build their state. They dey use our oil, dey send am dey go send Niger Republic. You see, we get 4 refineries but e no dey work. But Nigerian government Buhari don go build the refineries for Niger. All these ones na our money, all these ones na our wealth. Our people dey suffer. Look our fish, our bush now. We cannot fish, we no fit fish because of the oil. The oil don destroy all our soil, our soil. E don destroy all our ground. But our people no wan still wake up to see say yes, Nigeria no favour them. Nigeria is not for them. We need a referendum, and these people dey fear referendum because they know say if the referendum come today, wait a minute, S-Marker. Sorry. S-Marker telephone. S-Marker be there. Sorry. If they don't say yes today, if the referendum come, definitely our people will break out. Our people will break out because many of them don't wake up, but many still dey sleep. Many still dey sleep because if you go for social media today, you go see some comments on our people dey comment. In fact, you go dey cry say, people from the south na dey talk like this. And you I mean they dey support Fulanis. They will say no go only Fulanis. Nah, these people they do this one. Now people they do this. And I would not the one that say, come on, what did they happen for for that our Saturnaps? What did they happen to them? Don't they see all these things when Fulani they do? In my brother, sorry, one of my brother traveled. He just traveled from Port Harcourt to Saplena. He never do it. He say inside thick bush, inside thick village wey you no get like before, you go see all these food. He say he surprised see Fulanis, they don dominate everywhere because they get plans. Say that our side na when our resources dey, that place wey that money dey, na that place na they wan take, especially that Delta state and where the oil really dey, like Bayelsa, Delta state. They don even come out publicly, they don talk and say Bayelsa belong to them, Delta state belong to them. If you see today now in the oil sector today now, 95 people wey dey work for that oil sector na Fulanis. Many of them, I just say 75 na Fulanis. Our people wey dey work for that oil sector today na Fulanis. They don get grant. So I no know why our people no fit wake up to say enough is enough, because their destiny dey their hands. Their destiny dey our people hand. If our people cannot wake up, and besides the Yorubas, you know what? The Yorubas dey play politics with us. we the Southerners, they play politics with us. Why Yoruba? Why they say so? Yoruba man now, they want me they give them president. By the time they become president now, like if you see now many Yoruba people, they try to endorse Osibanjo. You understand? That man when he call himself Pastor Ruga, they try to endorse that man to become president. With all these killing of our people, Fulani they kill, Fulani they rape. Osibanjo never come out one day, stand up one day to condemn all these evil acts against our people. But Osibanjo they come out and Yoruba they still endorse them.
Me,
So
I
it
no
is high time
support.
we
I no
Yoruba have to
support.
stand
To
up.
me, I no support Oshibajo. I no support am.
Me, I don't support anything. What I want the Yorubas. Let Nigerians
Yes, so
divide.
my
Let
I
brother,
no
Nigerians divide.
support. To
I need to
no.
support Osibanjo.
I be
I am
Yoruba man.
against him because that man is not a man.
I be
That man is
Yoruba
not a
man.
man of God. He's an
I
evil
don't
man.
support any of them. Me, I
yes,
want
it's the
referendum.
same
That man
thing.
is an evil man. I don't
It's the
support
same
any of
thing, my
them.
comrade. I understand.
What I don't support any of them. Me, I'm not supporting it. What I'm saying is that they know that the Fulanis are coming to gain our land, but they are still coming out to say they want to be president. Even if they be a president, it is not the Fulani that will still control them. It's the Fulani that will still control them. You understand? So they are afraid of the Fulanis. So what I'm trying to say, our people should not vote for all these people that say they want to come out to become a president or whatever. Our people should wake up and say they want referendum. It is only referendum that will give us this freedom. It is only the referendum that will make us not to be slave under the Fulanis. So Yoruba should wake up and say enough is enough. With our leaders, you have been eating all like the fight on like Osibajo or whatever. And they're they fight for. They don't they fight for the poor ones. They are not fighting for those people like people who are in the village now when they never see food eat. Osibajo don't care about them. You only care for if you become a president today, he go see loot. His children go come, they go loot the one they go loot, they go leave the poor ones. So I dey speak to the poor ones make dem wake up, make dem fight against this thing say dem need referendum. They want to go on their separate ways. They don't want to be anything like Nigeria. Let Nigeria split. Let everybody go his own way. You understand? Because if we go our own way, we go fit manage our resources. Fulani no get any resources apart from the gold wey dey for Zamfara. What else again? They don't have any resources to stand on their own. That is why they feel say yes, they go dey use our leaders from the south to gain their ground. You understand? So our people should wake up. All the people from the south, the people from Urobo, Opeo, Isoko, whatever the language they are speaking, they should wake up and support this referendum so that we can get our freedom and take our destiny to our hand. Many of our people in the Europe today, they want to go back home. But because of all these things that the Fulanis are doing, like me now, if I want, I would love to go back home one day to my papa village. I go home, I go come see say Fulani don dominate my papa village. Fear go catch me now. I go say where these people come from. You understand? These many people be say that if you see them in that one is one long time when I small around 80s, you go see them. That Fulani people, that time where you go see them with their women, they go come and they find people here where they want place. They smell. They come out today and they come they control our people if say they even go school. So the thing is very annoying. It's very annoying. You understand? So my own is say make our people come out, make dem say yes, they need referendum. Yorubas, make dem join hand together with this struggle. That we need referendum because if not so, that burning train that is coming go consume both all the leaders wey dey refuse referendum. E go consume them because right now the Fulani dem dey bush, they get gun, they get weapons. Who dey go dey supply them weapons? Na people from the north. Like like Buhari dey say, then people wey dey sponsor Boko Haram, they know their name. Have you ever heard they call their name? They can never call their name because they know what they are doing. The northerners know what they are doing. Only our leaders dey stupid, they support one Nigerians. Our people know that Nigerians can never stand. They know
Yeah,
Nigeria is gone and it's gone forever. But
yeah,
still, they still
forever.
pretend they come out. They still they come out, they say, yes, there is Nigeria, there is Nigeria. They know say Nigeria can never work. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria gone about 8 years ago when Buhari came to power. It's gone and it's gone forever. So the only thing I would say here, my brothers and my sisters, when they listen to this program, make una wake up, una say we need una voice. Make una dey go una village, go dey see dey tell una people say come see wetin dey happen na referendum we need make dem no vote for anybody wey go come and say he want president, he wan become president. Make dem stop, make dem no vote for dem. If dem come to give dem money, make dem collect the money, but make dem no go vote on the day of election. Na be my own contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Wade from Robo in Delta State. Comrade, I think you are muted. We cannot hear you.
Okay. No, we can't.
Yeah, we can hear you now. That was a wonderful contribution from our
Yes,
sister.
that was
Yeah, we
fantastic.
can go
That
ahead.
was
Yeah.
fantastic. A lot of what she said, I fully agree with. Many of our so-called politicians are out for they're lining their pockets. It is up to the likes of you, myself, yourself, Bright, Ejiro, and the last speaker now, to continue to awaken our people. Because to be honest with you, we've been lied to, we've been tricked, we've been, and as we speak, there are some political crooks among us who are Southerners who are only lining their pockets. They're not interested in the future of the coming generation. They're not interested in the village where the oil has so polluted their land they cannot feed themselves, or the water is so polluted because of the oil that has spilled into the water that they cannot feed themselves. They're only interested in getting money for their own pocket. Those kind of people we shouldn't vote for. We should not support in any way any selection. There is no election in Nigeria. It's all about selection. We need to understand that. Your vote counts for nothing. Your vote counts for nothing. It is a selection process. It's a way to trick you. And every time we vote, please, anybody who votes now, understand, every time you vote in this fraudulent contraption, for that fraudulent constitution, you're voting for the continuance of the oppression that the constitution brings. The constitution is about oppression of Southerners. It oppresses us in our own land. And every president will always swear on oath to protect that fraudulent constitution that oppresses you and I on a daily basis. Many of us who have gone abroad, we are abroad because the constitution denied us access to resources that would have improved the lives of ourselves and our generations and our families in the South. That is what has happened, and that is what is happening. The only way we can put a stop to it is by going for a referendum. We need to collectively stand together in our villages, in our towns, in our languages, be speaking to people. We have to be those who are going to put forward the idea, the right to explain to our people that they have the right for self-determination. We need to continue to awaken the consciousness of our people. It's fine that you go to church. It's fine that you go to mosque. But most importantly, it is your right to know that the right to self-determination, to go for referendum, is your right. And those rights is the only way you can free yourselves. The only way we can free ourselves from the bondage we are in contraption Nigeria is by going for a referendum. We must all work together. We must all put forward the idea that we have the right to self-determination referendum where the people's voices will be heard. The people of each of the regions will decide if they want to be part of contraption Nigeria or not. That can only happen via the process we call a referendum. A referendum was what has been denied to us since the 24th of May, 1999, whereby they imposed this fraudulent 1999 constitution, promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. It was an imposition on you and I, and it has impacted our lives negatively, collectively, till date. Our lives have been negatively impacted. Many of us who are in diaspora, we would not need to leave for diaspora. Had it been that our government used our resources to to build our roads, schools, bridges, light, water, hospital, safety, security, and provide jobs for our people. Like I said, and I'm still going to repeat it again, and I want this to be something that everybody gets used to as we speak. Mining only forms 0.3% of the gross domestic product of contractor Nigeria. And we have over 40 mineral resources in that land. For example, Ondo State has one of the largest oil gas reserves in the entire world. Bitumen as well. Yet, these are the things that our people don't have access to. Imagine if we had mining, if we mined these things and we used only 10 to 15% of these resources in our land. I'm not saying all, because we have to think about global warming. I'm saying 10 to 15%. The enormous positive benefits for us in terms of employment of our people in jobs. Not going to be in a church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not be in a church, in a mosque Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Praying for what? When your resources are beneath. Do you realize that your resources are beneath your feet? You just have to look downwards and then begin to plan for youths to actually how they're going to use that to improve their lives. Bitumen is something we can use to be maintaining our roads. We have it there. We can even export it, not import. We have bitumen by the bucket load that we can. Phosphate is used for fertilizers. We have it. Instead of importing from Thailand fertilizers, we have fertilizers. It's in our soil. But these are the kind of things that the discussions that has not been had. And this is why we are here to wake you up. Wake up. You have the power. You see, this idea to believe that you are poor is a lie. And I'm stating it. It is a lie. When you take ownership of, because the government of the day has failed to provide safety and security for us, sovereignty is returning to our hands. That is why in each of the communities, it is time now that we start protecting ourselves immediately against those killers. When we do that, now we can now begin to look at the resources we have in our land to improve our lives within our communities. We're justified in doing so even now. But the first thing we have to do is vigilante groups. We need vigilante groups to secure our neighborhood, because that way our farmers can go out and farm so we can feed ourselves. The government has closed the borders in the south and they've opened the borders in the north. What does that tell you? Those of you talking in one Nigeria, what does that tell you? That means that they want to close, they want as many Fulanis to come in, take away our land, take our resources. The time is now for us as Southerners to stand together. We do not want, see, if we do not take this action that I'm saying now, we are all going to end up in internally displaced camps, IDPs. That is what is happening in Middle Belt area. In Middle Belt, they've taken away land, and what is worse is that once they take your land, you can't go back, because if you go back, they will kill you. So it is better we do everything we can right now to set up vigilante groups to make sure that we stay in our land, come what may. That is the first thing we must do. It is an urgent clarion call to every single Southerner. It is an urgent clarion call that set up vigilante groups in your communities. Now, once you do that, you now begin to now be able to protect and have access, direct, unfettered access to your own resources. And you can use that to begin to protect yourselves and improve your lives in your own community. Don't wait for fraudulent Nigeria. Fraudulent contract from Nigeria has been oppressing and suppressing us for 60 years. Enough is enough. We need to gather ourselves together. What is coming now? They've been going into homes and everything. They're killing, they're raping. There is not one. Somebody should point out one Fulani terrorist that has been arrested and jailed for killing Southerners. Point it out. I'll wait. Go and point it. If you can point it out, go ahead and point it out. And of course, I'll wait. But you won't find, you know why you won't find it? Because they don't. They're not going to arrest them. They're the ones the government has sent out, the Fulani terrorists and the bandits, to go out and be killing us in our own land. So our first job is to first provide safety and security. Now, once we do that, our farmers can feed us in our communities, because they'll be able to go to the farm and come back safe because of the vigilante groups. Secondly, we will now I encourage every community to look within the community what resources you have, and then put our youth to work in those resources within our communities. That is the best way. The government of the day has failed. None of the people who you are going to be presidential aspirants will never come and talk to you about how to expand the current shameful 0.3% of the GDP that the mining of resources represents. How they're going to increase it from that to 10 to 15%, and the action they're going to take right now. They won't. Because they don't want you to access those resources. They don't want you to improve your life. They want you enslaved in your land. It is time to wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a stop to it here. Let me let my sister to carry on. Nigeria, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I just feel you should continue to speak. You bringing in that some very good informations, and we do really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you.
There's a caller that says something about dogs, that the UK, they are teaching the Fulanis, telling them how to use dog to do their invasion, and it's true. We saw that recently in Delta State. So there's this video I will just play it briefly.
Yeah.
And you also campaigning on for us to form a vigilante group. I
Yes.
will tell you that I think our people are doing it, but we need more of
More.
it, because
That's
without
what I
that,
mean.
these people will come and they will
That's
succeed.
it. That's
I,
it.
wa- I was I need to commend the effort of these people, this vigilante group,
Yes.
because when these Fulanis, when they went into this forest with their dogs, they were able to detect that something is wrong. There are strangers in our land. What are they doing in the forest? So they went and they brought them out and they sent them back out from Delta State. So I want to play this very
Please.
video for
Don't
us.
forget to send that to me.
Give chairman. Make you block me and get a tabu ya le ba. Biya. Aku gbe. Aya. Wala kita ro fa hamze. Wala. Na kula si wala. Let's go na moto. Hey! Come on here.
So this is Fulani getting prepared for the invasion of the southern people. When I say the southerners, the southwest, southeast, we are all in for this.
Yes.
So we have the same the common enemy,
common
which is the
enemy.
Fulani.
Yes.
So my brother, it's true that we need to form more vigilante group, because these people are ready. They really they don't care about any other thing than
No.
for them to achieve the jihad.
Yeah.
So I think our people back home who are listening to you, the youths, they should focus their attention more on how to protect and defend their land, their motherland, instead of going about behaving nonchalantly as if nothing is happening.
That's it.
Going after money, doing all kind of crime.
Let me interject there. Please, youth, listen very well. Listen very well. The money, the paper money you have in your hand is worth nothing compared to the resources beneath your feet.
Exactly.
The resources beneath your feet. All of that is an illusion designed to take your mind away from you protecting your people now. Because when that money, do you notice that at a drop of a hat, they can change the interest rate and your money becomes worthless in your hands? Exactly. Particularly as Southerners. And also, another thing I want you to bear in mind as a Southerner, every time they can change a dollar for 20 naira in the north. But in the south, you will have to pay 500, 700 naira for a dollar. Now, do you see why you chasing that money is a waste of your time? Your naira is worthless. They are making it the more you pay, the more you're frustrated. They're making us suffer in our own land. Can you see that? Somebody actually gave me that information. They said, look, in the north, if you go to the bank or whatever, when you're going to change your money, they will change it at 20 naira to $1. But if you're in the south, you have to pay 700, 600, whatever you're paying. And that is what is happening to us. So if you're busy dancing away, you're putting yourself in danger. And what is more, it is time for our people to know that we are rich in our land. We're not poor. The resources in our land is what is being sought after around the world. There's a company, what's it called now? I can't remember what it's called. They're seeking mines. I mean, there's a Canadian company mining in Osho State right now. They're mining gold in Osho State right now. Why is it that we are not? Wow. Why is it that we are not mining that and creating jobs for our people? Why? It's time to wake up. It really is. So the youth, you have a role to play. So I wanted to just put that, interject there a little bit. Carry on, my sister.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother, for that wonderful one. So there's a last question we'll ask you before we'll let you go, because you've really spent a lot of time with us here. We do appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let me ask you one more question. How do you think that the Yoruba nation or the Oduduwa people and the Biafra people can come together to make this referendum work? Because we are the people, in fact, holding Nigeria together. Like yesterday, we had a program and we were debunking one of our Igbo speaking brother. We were telling him that it is not the coastal, because he was telling us that the coastal region is they are the people holding, drawing the Biafra restoration backward. So we now use an example. We told him that Igbos are the economic heart of Nigeria.
Exactly.
So if the Igbos decide that Nigeria should break in 1 week, they can do it. So now, my brother, Yoruba and Igbo, they are in the Wazobia. And now, one person cannot be have a say more than two
Exactly,
people.
exactly.
So it is majority that always win the vote.
Exactly.
Yoruba want to go, Igbo want to go. What is stopping these two people from coming together to form a very homogeneous, take a very drastic
Decisive
decision
action.
that yes, we want to go, we truly have to put it into practice. We have to let the Fulani know that we are tired. So what do you think we can do to bring our people together to really make this referendum work out? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's a very, very good question. Now, there's a very simple answer. We need more people from both Igbos and Yorubas to continue to have programs like we're doing, like programs such as this, whereby we're speaking in one voice and supporting referendum. And also, there's a lot of people a lot of Yorubas who have got political people, I'm talking about now, who have got interest in maintaining one Nigeria because it lines their pocket. They are, same thing with Igbos as well. There are political slave masters, political slaves, political slaves in the South who want to ensure that they stay in this contraption because of what they're getting. They're not thinking about the overall oppression of their people because they're so busy with what they're getting, but they don't realize that a time will come if they don't stop and join us now. A time will come that even what they are getting, they will not be able to step foot on that soil. That is their own ancestral soil, because the Fulanis will take it over, and that will be the end of them and their generation ever being. We don't want to be another Palestine. We don't want to be another Palestine. As a Yoruba, as a Igbo, as a Middle Belt, we must not allow ourselves to end up being in the situation that there are more Palestinians outside the country than there are inside Palestine. That is the reality that we're facing. So we need us all to work together, continue to build interactions. There'll be a program I'll be doing later on with Freedom for Nigeria from Nigeria later on this evening, whereby again the aim of it is to support things like Nina's has a role to play. We need to restructure that, make sure it not restructure. We need to build it so that all of the southern groups and southern areas are properly represented. Middle Belt, Igbos, Yorubas, proper representation, proper discussions about how we can cement the strength that we need together, how we can solidify our strength together in going for referendum. Because we cannot, Igbos alone cannot go for referendum. Yorubas alone cannot go for referendum. Middle Belt alone cannot go for referendum. If the three of us say we are going, the Fulanis have no choice, but we need to say it with one voice. And that is where we are right now. We need everybody to come together. And I'm saying it again, in coming together, we need to rapidly make our people realize that our resources is what they are after. And that is the real wealth that we have collectively. And if we can realize that, we can break the back of the lie of the naira that they give us. It is a lie. It is a fraud. So what we are saying here is this. We need you all to continue. We need Igbos and Yorubas and Middle Belt to work together, continue to advocate for and encourage our people in our local languages across the South to go for referendum and speaking with what voice, having a lot of discussions. And I hope we can see a time where we will have true proper discussions whereby this kind of discussions will be happening on ground This has to be happening in the towns and cities and villages across the whole of the South. It's great that we're able to have discussions as diasporans abroad, as Igbos, as Middle Belt, as Igbos, as Middle Belt, and as Yorubas, or Oduduwa people. Sorry, it's great that we can do that, but we need that happening on ground. That is the fastest way that we can achieve in self-determination as Oduduwa people, as Middle Belt, as Igbos, and or Biafrans. So these are the steps we need to take. It's not going to be easy, but we need to know that above all else, we must stop supporting contraption Nigeria. Stop this idea that you believe in one Nigeria. One Nigeria does not believe in you. If one Nigeria believed in you, one Nigeria would have made sure that the mining of your resources would not still remain 0.3% of the GDP. It would be something like 15-16%. And you will be able to tell because you would be in employment. Because of those mining of those resources will create jobs right across the whole nation. So stop this idea, this thinking, this crazy thinking to believe in one Nigeria. One Nigeria is about stripping you of your own rights. One Nigeria is about stripping you, taking away your right, your God-given right to the land of your ancestors. That is what Nigeria is all about. One Nigeria is about removing your access to your God-given ancestral land. One Nigeria is about handing your land from you to the Fulanis and to oppressing you in your own land. You cannot, if you understand what one Nigeria means, you will do everything you can in your power via referendum to ensure that your right is reflected in the self-determination vote that will happen. And you will play an active role in that. And right now, we urge you, in every community that you are, those of you watching this, all of you watching this, please go into your communities. Talk to your people in your language. Make them understand the danger that we face. You've just seen the video of dogs that the Fulanis are using to now train the dogs to go into our communities and use it as attack dogs or whatever they're going to use them for, to go and frighten and kill us in our land, all to make sure that we leave our land. It's time for us to wake up. So for me, I believe strongly, and also I believe strongly in Yoruba, that Yorubas and Igbos must continue to work together, and we need to build more and more, increasingly in the Middle Belt as well. We need to be very visible on ground. We have to be visible on ground, demanding for referendum now. Exactly, referendum now. And we need to continue to work together. Again, we continue to demand for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu and Oloye Sunday Igboho. Those people, they stood up, they're standing up, and they're calling for referendum. And we must continue. We need more people. We need more Nnamdi Kanu to stand up. We need more Oloye Sunday Igboho to stand up across the South. We need more people in the Middle Belt also to stand up. The more we stand up, the more impossible it becomes for the government to silence us. We need collective effort. This is not going to be achieved by one person or two people. It's not going to be achieved by one or two people. Millions of us will have to stand together and work together for this, for Yoruba nation, Oduduwa nation, Igbo nation, Biafra nation, Middle Belt. We need to work together. We need to continue in this struggle. Put forward the demand for referendum. Make it clear to our people that their future depends on getting the referendum and being able to act on it. That is what we must do relentlessly on our shows. Above all else, vigilante groups. You've seen the video of what the Fulanis are going to be doing, or the bandits, or whatever they want to call themselves. They are coming into our community to take our land. We need vigilante groups across the whole of the South now. Not be tomorrow. Now we need them. Please. So I'll stop there for now. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on the show, and thanks for a great show, Ejiro. I want to thank Ejiro. I want to thank Bright, and everybody else who's been on the show. I hope we found this beneficial in some way, and let's also continue. This is a struggle that we cannot afford to relent. We need to push forward ever, backward never. Yoruba nation, Oduduwa nation now, Biafra nation now, Middle Belt nation now. We must go forward. Enough of this injustice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Senior Comrade. We thank you. We appreciate you. wonderful one from you. Like I can see on your screen, there is the Oduduwa flag and the Biafra flag. And as you can see on my t-shirt,
Yes,
I
indeed.
have the Oduduwa. That is how it's supposed to
It
be.
is.
If everyone can, go with this spirit, I think we will get our freedom.
Yes.
And last year, I could remember vividly well when I traveled to Paris, we organized a protest, and I was so overwhelmed when I saw the Oduduwa people came out in solidarity with the Biafrans. We were together, and we did the protest together. Wearing different t-shirts and carry different flags, but at the end of it, we all have one common enemy, and one goal is to disintegrate Nigeria. So
That's it.
I hope that everyone that is watching us have right now, and even after this program, we have this spirit of togetherness. We are one people. We have one goal, one common enemy. So let us come together and fight with one voice. Will be victorious, and we'll get our freedom in the future. So my senior comrade, Citizen AY, I appreciate you. I thank you so much for responding to our demands, for coming to
No problem.
enlighten our people, to school us about the referendum, and giving us more encouragement on how to go about the freedom. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. I
Thank you.
believe that some comrades in the house, they would like to
Yeah.
give some words of thanks to you too.
Thank
So,
you.
Comrade Bright or Comrade Lucas, if you have anything for our senior comrade, please do that. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. We wish maybe by next time we will invite you again. You come here to teach us some things that we don't know to continue ahead so that we can be able to achieve this referendum. So I want to say thank you to you
Thank
for
you.
coming to be with us this time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, I think where's Bright? Okay. So I think I'm gonna Bright?
Uh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming, Ayo. Thank you for
No
all
problem.
you have said to our people. I believe that this video goes a lot into our area, so they can listen to it and then hear all that you have said to them and all that we have said. Dudua people, Yoruba nation, Biafra, we are all one people. We have because we have common enemy, and we can also, when we are free, we can have time to put ideas together, to share business idea together, and work together to make Africa a great continent. We are not just for Dudua and Biafra alone. No, we are for Pan African. We are for the entire African continent because we have been so very enslaved, and we are not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Mali now, you go to Burkina Faso, those people are very angry with us because we are not doing enough. If we are doing enough, we should be able to help these people. Africa they call us, but because these individuals who select themselves to cut and rule kind of government, that is why we couldn't help our fellow African brothers. But when we are free, somebody who is free, who is a slave, cannot help himself. That is why we have to fight for Sunday Igboho. May God bless Sunday Igboho.
Thank you. I
May
mean,
God bless Nnamdi Kanu.
absolutely.
Wherever it's not easy for them, they
Yes.
don't have the power to fight for them, but we have to fight for them. Somebody who is in jail cannot fight for himself. Now, people when they outside go fight for them.
That's
And
it.
now, so we go to fight these people
Yeah.
simultaneously with any agenda where they carry come.
Yeah.
So we go get Biafra, we go get Oduduwan, and we go fight for the entire Africa. And Africa will be free.
It will be.
And
Absolutely.
my greetings to